Allegedly, one of our teeths, are going to get caved in.
Yeah, that's. I didn't know if y'all wanted to address that.
He was like, yo, why am I here? Why would I do this?
Personality development.
No, but I'm.
Yeah, this is white only podcasting. Right
Yeah, this is low key. That'll get some clicks right there. Whites only.
If anything, these are the problem. Let's talk about Jadakiss. Because these
This episode is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I almost want to pack this episode up. I think we're being punished because I said we should name this episode for whites only.
Dr. Umar Johnson's spirit is haunting this podcast. People, welcome back to another installment of the Homeroom University podcast, the podcast where we talk about podcasters more successful than us at what we do. I'm your classmates on group,
Jay Nobles,
AJ the Menace,
yes,
and we got Lauren on Z boards.
As always, yes sir.
Yeah.
Should have said welcome back to another edition of Special Ed.
Yeah, that's what I thought you was gonna remix it.
Yeah, I thought about it. I didn't think about it till
in
after.
honor of Big Sloth, right?
In honor of Big Sloth.
In honor.
Every week, sometimes you go into the episodes, you're like, of course we know what we're going to talk about, but what are we really going to talk about? What's going to drive the clicks?
Yeah, what's gonna?
What's going to be the headline for this episode? You know what I'm saying? If we were big enough to be making headlines, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the headlining topic? And I guess it would be Big Sloth jumping in the comments.
I don't even think it's that.
You don't think
we
it's
have
that?
way more important shit to talk about than Big Sloth in our comments. That's what he does.
That is what he does. You want to just get him out the way first?
Usually he sends his bots.
That's
but
true.
yeah, we should definitely get him out the
Let's
way,
get
though.
him out the way first.
And if you haven't already subscribed,
Yeah, for sure. If you haven't already, like, comment, share, subscribe, everything. Homeroom University. Make sure you run it up on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your audio services. If you don't want to wait till nighttime to catch us live in the live chat and the premiere, you can catch us on the way to work. We drop these at 6 a.m. every Tuesday, and then the YouTube drops 7 p.m. every Tuesday on YouTube.
And it's probably better that we start off with the Biggest Sloth because without him, our audio numbers are apparently shit.
Oh my God!
Exactly.
Where would we? You know what? And thank you, because he said after viewing our numbers, he was giving us a blessing by coming in the comments.
Yeah, he's a prophet.
He's a prophet. Yeah. So last week we covered. We didn't even really. Oh yeah, I guess we did cover Big Sloth. Honestly, it was such a small.
A little bit.
It was such a small topic, I guess.
Yeah, it was it wasn't even a jab. He just kind of caught it straight.
Yeah, he kind of did. Yeah,
his name just happened to be attached to something important to us.
Right.
I was about to say he was just a part of it. Shout out to Danny, though.
Shout out to Danny, because Danny's homies of the show. But Big Sloth betrayed Danny 2 weeks ago, roughly a week ago. We covered it. We talked about it last week. The episode drops.
Check it out.
Check it out. And Big Sloth jumps in the comments. It's never just with one comment.
Never.
He
was a little belligerent.
He was a little belligerent. He was
like a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah,
he was ringing the door a couple times.
Nobody answered.
He looked at the back patio.
So he started banging. He started doing a little nigga knock on the door.
Home invasion.
Yeah, damn near home invasion for sure.
You need a warrant for this type of intensity.
Yeah, man. So Big Sloth just pretty much proved again what we said on the every segment that we've ever talked about him about.
It's becoming very redundant.
It is.
We said the same thing every time because nothing changes.
Yeah, and it's like you always give us more. So he jumps in the comments. And can we pull some of these up, actually?
Yeah,
I was about to say, and allegedly one of our teeths, are going to to get caved in.
Yeah, that's. I didn't know if y'all wanted to address that.
I put it in the notes, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to bring it up either.
Oh, word.
Well, it's here now. So
it's here now, but yeah.
Let's read the comment. Let's read what it is.
The only reason I didn't want it, I just still want full capability of retaliation. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to antagonize somebody. When they give you all
there's
the
no antagonization. We're just reading this shit for the viewers and the public.
Give me a second to get them all pulled up so we can slide through them.
I want to be able to put in work when I see them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts. You know what I'm saying? I believe it.
Yeah. God's work, though.
Yeah, God's work. Since he's a missionary, I want to join I want my bicycle too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chill out.
Go back to that first one. We'll just leave out. You don't have to put this one on the screen for now.
There it is right there.
But yeah, we don't have to put this on the screen just yet. But I think I'm pretty sure this is his first comment. The hottest topic in the special ed cannot be me. Keep me out of your Tubi podcast.
That's two good burns, Big Loon.
Yeah, that's it. So I think that's how he came in. he came in hot. You know, we're only Tubi certified apparently.
Yeah, we the
To be
Section 8 of
certified.
commentary. Nigga.
Yeah, you know. So
Yeah.
you know, 85 South got a Netflix special. Maybe we can get a Tubi special.
True.
I'm not mad.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I ain't mad at
We
it.
not turning Tubi specials.
I mean, they broke down the door for us. Might as
Do
well
you
go
know what I'm
for
saying?
it.
Exactly.
There's officially a blueprint now.
Loon is doing exactly what Charlemagne does with YouTube.
Right.
He's definitely Charlemagne's
Yeah,
understudy.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that was his first one. We'll just say that's his first comment.
Yeah, but then the very next comment, he goes, a
Yeah.
bunch of girls shaking my head. The one on the end, I want to see his teeth on the ground.
yeah.
And the best part is that these are 26 minutes apart. So it's like the video I think is 8 minutes.
So he watched it 2 times.
He at least.
And then
He at least combed through something.
Yeah, because
5 minutes on comments.
the clip was not
Yeah.
that long. I know the clip wasn't more than 10 minutes. So it's like
It's crazy.
the fact that you have almost 30 minutes in between comments. You just got this on repeat, gassing yourself up. You know what I'm saying?
Or instead of just directly commenting on YouTube, he was typing in the draft in his notes. You know,
Yeah,
that takes a little
maybe.
time. You got to get his
Yeah,
right
he was-
verbiage in order.
that's true.
Make
And
sure he's properly expressing himself.
Yeah, and not only, and that's the thing too, it's like Loon just doesn't attack us, which is where most of his attacks should be geared towards. He makes sure whoever says something crazy about him in the comments,
Yeah.
he's in their comments too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
he responds to all criticism.
and all criticism, anybody can get it with Big Loon. It's up their podcast. But let's look at another slide because
I'm about to say, if Lauren, if you had to bet money, which one you think?
Yeah, which end of the couch you think you're talking about?
Because you have a different perspective.
that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you
Your
had to
left is
guess,
all right.
If I had to guess, I would say Jay.
just off of like just the strength.
Well, just
of,
off the
like,
strength of the initial, like anything else you say is just added flame to the one time you actually called him an idiot and dumb or whatever.
Oh, I
Okay.
see what you're saying.
Yeah. So
Like,
I think,
yeah, that makes sense.
I think he might be talking about you because he just feels that energy from before.
Yeah.
and it's just like anything you say is just like,
Oh,
It's kind
ooh, this nigga.
it's got like 2 times more gas because you called him an idiot once.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, that
Everything
makes
you do is extra flagrant, but there is a case for you too.
I was about to say.
Because you give him hell and he's
You do.
addressed you by name.
He has,
in
for
the
sure.
comments
He
Yes?
before.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even see that.
He's only referred to us as the girls or the nigga in the middle or the end. But he's
Oh,
directly
wow.
addressed this nigga by his
Yeah.
first 2 initials.
Oh, so
Yes,
I didn't
yeah.
even realize that.
yeah, that's
he
a real
has.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know.
word.
So it's really up for either of us. You know what I'm saying?
I might take my statement back
know what I'm
because
saying?
the last episode AJ was going harder than you, so it might be that.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I might put my money on AJ.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
was me,
I would put
because
my-
it's like
Go
the
ahead, go ahead.
underdog. Like the underdog is gonna win. Of course, it's gonna be obvious, like to say me.
Right,
But
right,
the
right,
underdog.
Why?
right,
Because
right.
you're the apex predator?
Nah, like just because the obvious, I called him dumb.
Oh,
Right, right.
And that might be why he called it special ed. Like, oh, you want to
True,
call me dumb?
true,
I'm going.
true.
He's a.
Slow your roll.
Whoa,
Be
whoa.
careful. Be careful.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
about
you
to
might
say.
switch back. You might be
You might want to see your ribs on the ground next.
Exactly, nigga. But nah, I might put my money on AJ.
You were boxing for like celebrity charity match, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This the thing
For the
though.
kids,
For the
nigga.
children.
You talking about for
Make a wish
Loon?
foundation
Yeah.
type
This
thing.
the thing. You know, like if it was like a hand-to-hand thing with Loon, can we pull up when he was on Bray Idiots?
Yeah, for sure.
He talked
for
about
sure.
using his phalanges for violence.
Yeah, I mean, just like look at him just sitting in the chair. This is not a
Oh.
nigga that can fight.
He doesn't look
Yeah.
like
You
he's
know what I'm saying?
moved at full speed.
He doesn't
in a
look like
long
he's
time.
moved at full speed. What I did learn about Big Loon in his angry replies in the comments is that he's actually 36. I definitely thought this was like a handicapped senior citizen match this whole time.
Yes.
I thought
Yeah.
he was at least 47.
47.
At least bare minimum.
Hey.
I knew he wasn't 50, but I knew he was well into his 40s.
That
This
nigga
nigga-
Loon need to start
He had the nerve to
drinking more
put.
water.
Hey,
Yeah, he had
nigga,
the nerve to put.
wrinkly is the skin that wears the general's hat.
Man, he had the nerve to put in there that he was 36 years old. I couldn't believe that shit.
Well, most generals are a little older, so it's like you would have thought maybe.
because the war ages you in a way
Yeah.
that we wouldn't even understand.
Yeah, he needs
That's
to get
true.
put on with
And I
his,
think he did. I think he's done jail time too. I think.
I mean, he looks way older than Wallow.
Way and Wallow did.
You want to talk about jail time? Dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Wallow
he,
did like a 20-piece, correct?
He did. Yes, sir. That's a
Wallow
whole
was reading
fact.
probably though.
But if he was a general, you'd think a general would have to be some sort of active.
Active in
Yeah.
other
Look at this,
areas.
man. Look at this.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No.
You know, I'm gonna be nice to him. Maybe this was around the time his wife and his confidence
Left him at the same time.
Left
Yeah,
him.
you can tell by his
So-
positioning, he's slouching.
Look at his eye. Well,
It's gone in his eyes.
yeah.
All his motivation in life.
Even the fitted is sagging.
He
It's
looks like he's looking at a flashback. Can they see this?
I'll put
Yeah,
it
but
up.
that's
I haven't put it
whatever,
up yet,
right?
but
his
I
hat
can.
looks great in this video compared to his actual show. In his actual show, the brim always has a turned down energy, like it's been humidified.
Like a
Like a
low hanging
goofy.
ceiling fan.
yeah, it's exactly like an outdoor ceiling fan. How the things
blades
bend,
got a little
how the
curvature,
blades
yeah.
bend. Yeah, that's normally how his hats fit on his regular show. So this hat has a lot of life to it.
okay. It might be new. for
It's
all we
definitely
know.
new. It's definitely new.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
but
And
yeah, it doesn't
shout out to
matter.
Loon for getting new hats.
Yeah, for one time
Taking care of
because
himself.
I'll pop in every so often just to see if he's kicking any game for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But he never is. He's just
I wonder how this arc is going to end. You know what I mean?
I hope it ends
Yeah.
with us.
Do you
really
think that
being
there will
friends.
be a point in time?
is it gonna end with an undisclosed location?
Yeah, keep it hush hush.
Yeah, because you remember that's how he said that about academics. Me academics can be in an undisclosed location.
You know, somewhere very miscellaneous.
Yeah, Schulz was
Abstract.
like, for what?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about right now? So it's like,
His body gonna
Yeah.
be in a pond.
yeah, I don't know.
But where do you think this? Like, where do you see this arc going? You think there's ever going to be a point in time where we cool with this nigga?
No, absolutely
It's
not.
possible.
You don't think so?
It's possible.
I have
Anything
no-
is possible.
Anything is possible for sure. I have no malice in my heart. I really don't. I have no. He's literally never done nothing to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you
So
don't
it's
wake
like,
up in the morning just
I don't
thinking, I
wake up
hate
in
this
a-
nigga Big Loon.
Exactly,
I
yeah,
think
so
about
it's-
this nigga on Mondays.
I
When we
wouldn't mind
record.
be like. It's not that I wouldn't mind. I could see myself being cool with you at a certain point, but I'm definitely not about to act like I'm gonna be cool with you when I. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just want to ask him about the bot situation.
He-
and
he's
then
not gonna
after
be able
I
to
get
get to
that
that.
answer, then like we could be cool. I don't
Yeah,
really care.
because that's very unhonorable.
but he's
know.
not going to be able to answer those questions. That's too deep on the internet. He's got all the questions we would have for him. A nigga like him won't answer.
Oh well, I'm saying like off that. I'm just saying.
Oh
like,
yeah. He
regular.
wouldn't be able to answer them though. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I
Like-
thought he liked getting deeper.
And then that's what you think, but it's like,
fuck
but just
that
like we
means.
just kind of like summed up from his content. When he doesn't agree with somebody, the conversation's dead.
He's like
So
a
it's-
black woman.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't
So
tell
it's
her shit she don't already agree with.
Boom, exactly. It's
Yeah.
like you could tell he was raised and debated with black women, single black
Yeah.
women.
He is black
a long
woman
time.
posture.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like,
I mean, no, black women have their head up high.
Yeah.
Because they're Nubian queens.
With
He
the
has-
confidence that they'll get a nice black man.
and they
He has
strip
sloth.
and they strip niggas' confidences, and he was one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, he
Jesus.
that's
that
it.
nigga ego somewhere in a bitch pocket.
That's the thing too, but it's like, could this end in us being all, man, we
Kumbaya.
used to go crazy on each other, but you cool now?
It's very possible.
Probably not. It's a possibility, but probably not, just because this nigga doesn't know how to communicate when he doesn't agree with you.
You know, you see, I prefer calm optimism. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Namaste.
Yeah.
It would have to be some like impressive shit that niggas can say good job about, right?
Because you gotta understand, the first time we even mentioned this nigga's name was in a positive light. We were celebrating him.
That's a
so
whole
at the
fact.
end of the day, there's still something there.
He's had
See,
two
I'm
positive.
objective
he's
enough to
had
not
two
forget
po-
that.
He's had two positive moments on here because the part 2 Charlemagne interview as well. We
Oh,
picked
that's
him up
true.
on that.
That's
That
true.
was in the
So
middle
that
of the
was,
fucking.
it was the first one was the first positive, second negative, third positive, negative,
Yeah.
negative. He's running on back-to-back negative anyway.
Yeah.
Because y'all put me on the Loon. Y'all was like, he's the next best thing. You know,
Yeah.
he's coming
No,
up.
We didn't say
That's
that.
what y'all
It was,
said.
it was,
Next
but it was
best
gas.
thing.
It was
Y'all
gas.
was
We
saying that. He
gassed
was
him,
like,
though.
yo,
We gassed
Charlemagne.
It was gas.
We
We
said
did
he
gas him.
did something very well.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Say-
being a generational prospect is a different thing.
But it was the energy that was given. True. But that's
No.
fine though. That's fair.
You know,
Yeah.
shout out to Loon.
And it's fucked up how life worked because, you know, he ain't say shit about us when we was bigging him up.
That's true.
As soon as we
Nothing.
said something to detract, is that the right word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Detract.
Detract, yeah.
As soon as we do some
Detract.
detracting
Yeah.
is when we attract attention.
That's a fact. Yeah, bro.
It's a sad fucking word.
That's my fault.
Whatever.
That's my fault.
Wow.
The second positive, it's actually, he's running on 3 negatives right now because when I exported the second positive one, I exported the wrong part of the clip and I never re-exported it and uploaded it when we was bigging him up again. So we're running on 1 positive, 3 negatives because I did forget to upload a clip.
Oh,
And it's at the same time, it's
It
like,
still don't
who
fucking
ca-
matter.
How many negative things has he said about academics?
Right. Yeah, I mean,
Which
he's
is-
dedicated his entire rollout to him.
Yeah.
You
Feel
know what
me?
I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I mean, it really doesn't matter. You got one big up. I'll put the other one out because we're shitting on you again, which
He kind of brought it on the
I don't
subject.
even think this is shitting on them. This is just we're discussing reality.
Yeah, that's a fact. What else? What other comments were on there? Because there was one other one that I did find funny. Okay, this is him replying to somebody. Big Loon is a clown. He's too old for this. Why? He is too old for this. Why enter a field you don't understand? He's gonna jump out window. He's gonna jump out window again over something else. Jump out the window again. You didn't spell it right, but
this nigga goes, I'm
36. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I'm 36, and if I didn't understand it, I wouldn't have gotten so far without a co-host.
There's
some truth to that.
That's fair. I'll give him that one.
There's definitely some truth to that a little
But
bit. But at the same time, he did have certain co-hosts. He was getting Lil Baby interviews when he was nobody.
Yeah.
You think a co-host?
Well, I don't know how. Well, a co-sign.
He was getting co-signed.
Oh, but he put co-host.
He said co-host.
He said co-host.
Yeah.
He said having a second mic.
That's true. That is completely different.
I don't think that really matters.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. That's all. Yeah, that doesn't mean nothing actually. Yeah.
I'll give it to him.
I read it as
Like
co-sign.
it's there. I see it.
Yeah, but it would
still
mean
weak.
It would mean more if he was just talking to the camera alone.
Yeah, which
And
he's
not
not
doing-
doing.
But he's doing like interviews.
No,
mostly,
he's
isn't he?
interviewing. That's the only.
But he does both. So
Okay,
when
so I don't watch
when
that.
he's not interviewing, he's just literally staring at a camera talking.
But he charges for that, correct? I think that's on his Patreon.
No, Loon charges for a lot of things. Let's be
Yeah.
clear. But
Yeah.
if it's up there, podcast isn't him interviewing somebody. It's literally just him and some it looks like a radio studio talking to the camera, going through topics.
Okay, well, I retract that.
So,
Then.
yeah,
Shout out to the
yeah.
homie.
So he is doing like a one mic radio thing when he doesn't have a guest.
I would love to hear some of
How
that.
do those perform?
I was about to say.
Those are okay. Oh, they numbers wise.
Yeah,
I mean trash compared to when he can get somebody going through in the middle of a podcast breakup like that sports podcast.
That
You know what I'm
already
saying?
has their own following.
Yeah, so it's like.
But does he still distribute great value?
No, absolutely not. It's just
you know, that says it all right there.
The episodes are 2.5 hours long. He might give you like 2 or 3 gems, but I'm not about to sit through him just fucking breaking things down in like remedial ways.
Yeah.
It takes too long. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's too much.
But anybody who can refer to themselves in the third person is probably good at giving monologues. Like in his next comment where he says, this nigga, somebody says, Loon actually sound like a crybaby. Loon replies, nah, Loon actually sound like he just signed a multi-million-dollar situation and has invested a lot of money so his people are watching his business.
The Black Effect out here dropping multiple millions on Loon. They really believe he's the future like
It's
that?
Charlemagne.
But it's Black Effects.
But it's not.
Multi-million-dollar situation is very vague.
Yeah,
Extremely.
and knowing Loon, he stretches everything.
Bro, he stretches it. Bro, before he even
That's
signed
true.
this, before he even signed this deal, I remember like this is when I had nothing negative to say about him yet. He would have these like shitty commercials in between like his takes or whatever, and he would every commercial break would be, well, right now, as you know, I'm in the middle of a very lucrative 7-figure deal right now. So if you want the content in the game earlier by 60 to 90 days, you have to subscribe to the Patreon. So it's like he was putting so much gas on it before it even closed. Who fucking knows? This nigga's a clown.
Loon is a character, man.
Yeah, he's goofy as hell.
I feel like we've already spent too much time on this.
Honestly, yeah, I'm kind of done with this nigga. I'm actually, yeah.
This is a lot more than an appetizer. This feels more like a first course.
Yeah, I'm good on this.
Yeah, Loon gives me a headache sometimes.
Big
But he's
sloth.
a cool guy, man.
The best way to probably address this is not give him attention. It's obviously what he needs. We some small fries and he's in our comments.
I do like giving him attention though. It's pretty fun. Just because I know what he's. This is
Gotta remind him every now and then.
I know his bones ache when he hears when he sees we dropping his names in the title. It's like he gets arthritis. You know what I'm saying?
You got this Pavlov's dog
Like
type
it's
ethics.
like I do get the pleasure out of knowing that a nigga is literally over there like punching the air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga gets heartburn over that.
Yeah, he's popping tums when he sees Homeroom University just dropped. So it's like, you know, so it's like
Nigga need his EpiPen.
it's like
Wow.
I think we gave him a solid. I think we gave him under 10. So
Yeah, for sure.
that's about it. That's enough, Loon. I mean, we know you stay on our page for 30 plus minutes. Hey, stick around, man. You might get some value out of this. You know, this
Nigga,
is-
No wonder why I watch time so high.
no
nigga.
wonder why. Yeah, Loon is out here dropping 30 minutes at a time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
just watch at your own. Just be careful of your consumption, nigga. You gonna fuck around and get a fever.
Yeah,
yeah.
bro. Yeah. Oh, but I did reply to him when he was like, "No way, I'm the hottest topic." I was like, actually, Leonard getting piped out was actually the hottest topic this week. So yeah, you did not get that title.
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
close
no.
though. You were close. The Danny clip's in a close second, but
Yeah.
Leonard, Adam22's wife getting piped is still more important than anything you're bringing to the
Far
table.
more important.
Actually.
It's not even my bitch.
Right.
Oh man, shout out to Loon, man. God bless him.
I kind of all right. I was gonna mention this before we jumped into the first topic. This episode, my notes is full of white people this week. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
You know, that's cool. They don't have an appreciation month.
Yeah,
So
this
we
is
should give them an appreciation episode.
the whites appreciation episode.
Yeah,
kinda
this is
thing.
white only podcasting. Right
Yeah, this is low key. That'll get some clicks right there. Whites only.
Yeah.
The whites only. Yeah. look at J Dopes.
Did you get nervous?
I ain't say nothing.
This nigga loves snow.
Because there's so many. It's every topic. I'm looking through the list. I'm like, God damn, I'm just talking about. I've been watching white content all week.
I'm gonna make
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
I'm gonna make sure I have something bad to say about every motherfucker we
Oh,
talk
there's
about.
plenty
just to really
of bad
drive it
things to
in.
say.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
plenty of bad things to say. We're not lacking in the bad department.
And you weren't segregating when you was doing your research. It just coincidentally happened that it was a bunch of Caucasian.
At the end of the week, I'm like, God damn, we got Elliot Wilson complaining that people are going to white established, white
Media outlets.
outlets and things
That's
of that
like
nature.
1.5 white because he's half white.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. So it's like it was just so much. I was like, well, fuck it. This was for the whites, I guess. This week, this is a whites only podcast.
Shout out all
I
the
guess.
Caucasian listeners who probably are the only ones subscribing. White people. Only one comment.
Following directions nicely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, acting orderly and content.
Yeah. So let's get to the what? Let's get to the hottest one. One of our favorite white boys, Andrew Schulz.
Yeah, I thought he was German. He white though.
Nah, he's Scottish.
Sweet. Oh,
He's
Scottish.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he's white.
Yeah. So Andrew Schulz jumped on Flagrant and told NELK Boys release the pod. Because we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Shout out to who was that channel that we watched? They were the ones that
Comedy
even brought
Enforcement.
Comedy Enforcement is the one that brought the whole topic up about how the NELK Boys had one episode they never dropped.
It was the Graham Stephan show, I thought.
Yeah, but it was Comedy Enforcement that really
brought
put
it up.
the
Okay,
gas
okay,
on
okay,
it. Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
So they brought that up. We covered it. We talked about it lightly. Now, because all the allure was out, you know what I'm saying? Schulz jumped on Flagrant. He sent several shots over at the NELK Boys. Not even the NELK Boys, were really just like Steiny. Like he started the episode with release the pod. I can't believe somebody like this just got so far with no talent.
I can't believe somebody with no talent got this far.
Yeah,
That's
so
an incredible statement.
It's an incredible
crazy.
It's
statement.
actually a compliment.
It really is. It's an extreme compliment. And because of that compliment, and after watching the actual episode, I went into full Steiny mode, nigga. I did crazy Steiny research.
This is the best marketing ever for this nigga.
Oh my God. Steiny has come a long way, bro. In terms of literally coming this far with no content and with no talent. Yeah, that was
he
a high.
beat the odds.
He beat the odds dead ass though, because it's like, all right, so but they released it though, right? They released the episode, and Andrew Schulz pretty much he broke them. What happened was it wasn't that because when it was just he say she say before we got to see it, it sounded like he was picking on him and roasting him, right?
Yes, they made it sound a lot more
malicious.
Like he was bullying him.
It felt more bullying, but when we actually get to see it, it was really Andrew just making somebody become themselves. He was calling out all the hypocrisy and the fakeness that he was surrounding himself with at that moment.
He felt the
That
vibe.
was live shadow work.
That was like a consultation too.
Yeah.
I kind of looked at it as it was almost a podcast consultation. They got a free consultation out of everything.
So it felt like a Talkspace ad.
Yeah.
And you could tell he was a little upset with himself about it too.
Yeah.
Or is that what y'all was saying with the shadow work? Because I could tell he was like, yo, why am I here? Why would I do this?
No, for Steiny. Steiny was the one that was getting personality development.
No, but I'm.
Shit. Is it recording?
Yeah, it's still going.
All right. Well, excuse the absence. We had a biohazard in the classroom.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's actually a good segue because much like the dog that just took a shit in his podcast studio, Steiny did something similar.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He shit all over this NELK Boys podcast.
Nigga laid a goose egg.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
So at first, when I had, we'll just jump into it. We kind of laid the foundation of when we only heard the hearsay, he say, she say. We thought it sounded like bullying, but it wasn't that. It was an intervention almost, which is why at the moment during a podcast he was like, "Was this planned? Was this planned?"
A black woman would call it a read.
Yeah. It was,
that nigga just got read.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll jump into this. This is a compilation. I had screen recorded stuff, but this page they did they blocked Steve Will Dewitt's face. Because he's like banned from YouTube and you can get.
It's very strange.
He can only be on Rumble, right?
Yeah, you can't even his image can't even be on YouTube. That's why. So I abandoned my screen recordings.
But Logan Paul is good though.
Yeah,
Even
right.
after the
which is kind of crazy. Yeah, but I'm reusing this dude's video.
Nigga, there's episodes
he
of
already
To
did
Catch
all
a
that.
Predator on YouTube.
He already did all the editing for us, so I was like, I'd rather use this, so we don't have to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
But isn't that kind of crazy? There's episodes of To Catch a Predator where niggas are showing up to 13-year-olds' homes to solicit sex.
Right.
On camera.
We also don't know what he did.
But you can't show this nigga's face because of things he said.
I was like, where are we going with this? Oh, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, I get, and it was all over some gambling shit. But okay, let's watch this.
It was embezzling.
It's completely went at it.
Man, sorry, Steinberg. Man, I love you, bro. Don't text me middle of the night upset.
NELK, release the pod. Release the pod, NELK.
I think we lost him.
My fault. I don't even know where I was gonna go. Where are we at? I have no idea. I'm pretty buzzed, low key. It's a fan question. I don't know if you want to answer it, but
Sure.
What's the weirdest genre of porn you've watched?
The weirdest genre? I don't really watch porn.
No? Why is that?
Well, you just got engaged too.
It's like a
I
thing.
mean, not that really.
Do you try and limit your shit now that you know your wife's gonna watch?
No, but I'm not like a big jerk off
I mean,
guy.
you have to a bit. If the wife's watching now, you're freshly engaged, you got to be a bit careful, no?
No, I don't really watch a lot of porn, to be honest with you.
No, or were you saying with the shit you say? You mean?
Yeah.
Oh, like about my wife or these types of things?
Sure.
No, not really. I mean, she gets it. She, she married a comedian.
Because both of these niggas are vampires, but Steinberg is definitely Dracula. Nigga.
Yeah.
He has a lot of weird energy.
Yeah.
The way he asks questions, it seems like he's 2 seconds away from asking you to fuck his wife.
Right,
on some
and
weird shit.
it's that awkward smirk and smile as the questions come off. It's just like,
What are you getting at?
yeah, it's there's obviously you want to get at a bigger question,
Right.
Just get to it.
The nigga has the same tempo as that white bitch that interviewed Drake. It's like that weird
Bobby Adolph or whatever.
Yeah,
it
that
is.
weird melancholy type of attitude.
But the awkwardness, but hers is good.
Intentional.
Yeah, hers
It's
is
like Blueface. They're off rhythm on purpose.
right,
Yeah.
but they're off rhythm because they're off rhythm.
Right.
So I did a semi-full deep dive, and I think I fully summed up the NELK podcast in itself as well too, which
wrote
we'll
a
get to
paper.
that. Yeah,
What's your
which we'll-
verdict, nigga?
We'll get to that later. We'll get to that. We got to get to the
About
crucifixion of Andrew
gotta
Schulz.
break this down first.
Yeah, we got to bust this down.
But
first.
look at his face though.
It looks like he's trying to understand his personality type.
No, it looks like this is where it happened.
This is early.
nigga.
So this video is compiled all the moments when shit started getting weird.
And it's an
So
hour
this
and
is
a half.
this is like 1 hour in. And the first hour was good. They was flowing, and it was
really
flowing.
good.
It was
but
pretty good,
once this point kind of hit, it was just just started going downhill because it's like Steiny took a different lane.
Yep.
Kyle wasn't assisting him in the lane that he
Nah, he was just watching it all
in the
unfold.
weird lane that they were taking. So it was like,
And Steve Will Do It was just in there trying not to
Quiet.
get on scene.
yeah, pretty much. He was
Being
just trying not to cause
anonymous.
a scene, pretty much. Yeah. So, but yeah, we'll continue to watch this.
Okay.
She knew what the deal was.
Have you ever made a joke where you thought it was gonna go really well and it went really bad?
I'm sorry, pause it. I forgot to say this too. Very bad questioning. Like
Yeah.
these
Oh,
are
yeah.
like for a comic. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it's just like
But shit,
Grade
Schulz
school ass questions.
addresses all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just level 1 interviewing.
this is, and we're only at level 1 in this meltdown. So you know what I'm
Jesus,
saying? Yeah.
nigga.
Yeah.
Can you give us an example of that?
I mean, yeah, I had a lot early in my career. I didn't know how to get away with jokes, so you don't have the skills to execute them. So you just say these offensive things, and then people get offended.
Give us an example, will you?
I mean, I had people throw fucking candles at me.
No, but
beers
what'd
at
you
me.
say?
I don't even remember. I honestly don't remember. I just remember the violence.
Do you have a favorite
in like a comedy club?
Yeah. Fights all the time. All the time.
Do you have a favorite group or something you like to go after or joke about?
No. It's like whatever I'm passionate about. I got to have like a interest in it. I don't know how to just make jokes about like Uber. Like something has to bother me. I think that's the hardest thing about having money is that less things bother you.
That was
What bothers you the most right now?
Nothing.
Nothing bothers you?
You looking at your phone while we're doing this interview, and everybody's seeming disinterested.
Were you looking at notes or texting girls?
Notes.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Me taking time out of my day to do this and then feeling
Dude,
like
I've never
I'm forcing you guys to do the podcast.
I've never been more
That
excited to
annoyed
do
me.
a podcast.
Say again?
I've never been more excited. I'm sorry. I
Don't
look at my notes.
apologize. You don't have to apologize. You asked me what annoyed me, and I gave you.
First of all, he's an asshole. And this isn't
what a weasel thing to say.
This isn't an interview. This is a survey.
Yeah.
He's asking them like census questions.
Yeah, bro. And what a weasel thing. I've never been more excited to do a podcast.
And the way he
Like,
said it too, with the smirk and everything. Like,
once you say that to somebody, it's like,
come on, bro.
That's why Schulz like, oh, it's up now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's up, my nigga, because since we're playing games, I guess we didn't switch to trolling.
And he's doing this with Schulz. It's like a smack in the face.
Yeah, it really is.
And since you can't smack him back and make his teeth go across the room,
you gotta
hit him with jokes.
Yeah.
When you do interview with comedians and stuff like that, it's like there's a certain level of expertise that you have to be in order for them to even want to play along with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say Funny Marco is at that level of expertise interviewing, awkwardness, to where another comedian would play along and respect what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a comedian, because you know when you go on a show like that, you know what you're getting into 9 times out of 10. If you got a good agent.
And you're good if you can even get the comedian off his pivot. Like when he had, like, this is random, but Funny Marco had Lil Duval on.
Yep.
And he had Carlos Miller. Those were the two hardest guests that he had, but he still got them to act outlandish in certain moments.
Carlos was mad as shit.
Carlos just left. You know what I'm saying? Which was the win for him. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm
was
glad
him.
Andrew didn't react in this man.
Right.
Well,
Andrew was like, I'm about to let me just serve this nigga up real quick.
This is like crowd work. This is a heckler.
Yeah.
He's practicing right now.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see some more of this.
An honest answer.
Wait, are you being serious about that?
Yeah, that annoyed me.
Really?
Yes.
So if someone
is that surprising to you?
Well, if I'm looking at my notes, I have some things personally that I wrote that I wanted to ask you. Not on there.
Okay.
So I can't look at that and then ask you that?
I mean, you can, I guess.
Yeah.
What if someone in the
Yeah.
audience is on their phone when you're doing that?
Then they don't get
And
the
when I
same
was
treatment you
I'll
got.
say, and when I was watching this, I knew he was lying. And
Right.
then, like, as the video kept going, he fucking outed himself. He was like, I was
Right.
texting the group chat. Mad because I was texting the group chat. I was like, nigga, you just outed yourself.
He's a bad liar. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even.
But lying, you could tell lying's his second nature.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
that's
Like-
that's what his whole
Sounds like his
demeanor
first.
seems to be.
Yeah,
And
well,
it-
his first nature, yeah.
And Andrew talked about it like, is this a character?
Right,
I
yeah.
skipped through this. How long is this
No,
video?
no. It's 12 minutes. We haven't got to it yet. This is still really before it got ugly.
You want to go and run it?
You can
Yeah,
just, you know,
run
you-
that shit.
What you about to say?
I'm about to say, you can just click anywhere on the screen. You don't have to click the play button.
Oh yeah.
Would you call them out?
Yes.
Have you done that before?
Yes.
And how's that reaction?
Good.
They get as offensive as I do?
I don't think you're offensive. I think you're offended.
Offended, yeah.
Yeah.
This is when the shadow work starts.
Yeah.
All right, well, my fault.
There's no fault. It's fine. You asked me how I felt. I gave you an honest reaction.
All right, my bad. Fuck.
Have you met Izzy?
Fuck.
No, but
Not
what
really,
do you think
no.
of his vibe?
Bro, he's the best.
His vibes.
I saw him make a comment at a press conference where he was like, yo, I'm going to do a TikTok dance once I beat you.
Yeah.
And that really just like made me
Threw
not
you
a
the
fan
way.
anymore.
Why?
Is this-
You
is-
do TikToks like 3 times.
I know, but I'm not
like a day.
I'm not a fucking UFC warrior, bro. Like I'm not in the ring fighting against somebody.
Is
You
this?
do TikToks with Gabe. Bro.
Yeah.
Why are you on TikTok?
I'm trying to understand. Like, is this your character? Are you like the hater or something? Like, what's?
Who am I hating on?
I'm just like, I'm trying to understand. Like,
You're hating on Izzy for doing TikTok dances when you do TikTok dances.
No,
with
like
Gabe.
I love Justin Poirier.
Can
But
I
I'm
show,
trying to
can I show
understand.
Schulz your last TikTok?
yeah.
No.
Before
Yeah,
you delete
Can
it.
you explain what the dynamic is here? Like, you guys are like friends with these people. You're the newest, so you could take the shots. Like, I'm trying to understand what it is. Like, you're gonna have to see him,
Bro, that's fine.
This is Steiny's last TikTok.
Okay, hit pause real
That's
quick.
funny.
So the thing that was interesting about this moment, this is when the gloves come off, because it's like if anybody watches Flagrant at all, they know obviously Schulz and Izzy. Is it Izzy?
Yeah,
Yeah, Izzy Style.
Stop.
Yeah, they're homies.
He's been on there 3 times.
It's obvious these niggas are homies.
Yeah, they're
so
homies.
it's
Fought
like
together.
it's like once a nigga asks you, hey yo, so what's up with this nigga like Jay Nobles, bro? Like you really fuck with him like that?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, so it's up now for real. It's like, you already was playing with me. Now you like
Now you
And
taking
then-
shots at my kinfolk.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's when it was like, that's when I noticed dramatic difference in Andrew. Like he was still toting the line, but after that, it was like, okay, it's up. Fuck it. Let's just figure out what's going on.
But also
around here.
solidifies that you really just don't know anything about the guest that you're bringing on.
That's true. Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
another thing.
But you know, it actually shows he knows a lot more than what he lets on. Because
he's
he's
asking about him.
he's giving information, but he's kind of like he's saying it in like a slick satirical way. He's asking questions that he kind of already knows the answers to.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Like
though.
he's damn near like, could you be best friends with the Indian dude?
right. Yeah,
It's like he
yeah,
acting like he don't know,
right.
but it's like nigga, that's so on point
Right.
that you had to have done your research.
right. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I see what you're saying.
I don't know.
Skip forward just a little bit.
All right.
Yeah, skip all this. Pass all. Okay, go back a little bit. Once that TikTok comes down,
It's about to come down right here.
Yeah.
You ready?
It's like a Barbie
yeah.
doll, nigga.
Hey, you know, you can't hate on TikTok.
No.
don't hate on TikTok.
No, you trying to get pussy.
love you,
That's
though.
what it is.
I think TikTok.
Remember
wrong
when I
with that?
told you the comics trying to get pussy?
Oh, you think I'm
Oh,
that
yeah,
guy?
that's what that is.
What gives you that read?
Everyone is a girl trend.
Yeah, so what?
Yeah.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. You should maximize it.
He had him. He
Pause.
got him. Yeah.
I have no degrees in any type of psychology. I just watch YouTube videos, nigga.
Right.
That is a nigga caught red-handed.
right. Yeah, dog.
Nigga said, I did that to a cop one time when I got pulled over. He was like, you know, there's nothing in this car I should worry about. I was like, nigga, what?
Yeah.
right.
Are you
Officer,
kidding me,
please.
sir?
Yeah, right. So yeah, it's like this is when the shots really start getting fired up, and it's like,
It starts getting cringy.
Yeah,
Like my
he-
stomach starts turning. It's like, ugh, nigga.
yeah, he realized he's in over his head at this point.
And Andrew, he starts getting just angry overall. Like you can just tell, like just a
Yeah.
little bit. He's starting to get annoyed with
fed
himself.
Uh-huh.
Like, nigga, why did I do this? Why did I listen to my manager?
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
That's the attitude.
He's thinking about all the places he could be right now.
with his
Yeah.
wife, nigga,
Yep.
that he just married.
Instead
Yep.
of just recording a Happy Dad advertisement.
The whole habit. We'll jump into the Happy Dad shit later. The Happy Dad thing is kind of crazy, but yeah, let's go ahead. Let's watch a little bit more of this.
Is it, bro? You're short.
Oh,
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm like, you have to maximize your fame in order to get the highest, what is it, value female or whatever it is.
yeah,
Like,
you think so?
100%. I think you should.
Got it.
But I think you're a smart guy. And I
Steiny's a
think,
funny guy though.
I think that like if girls gave you the chance, they'd go, I actually really kind of like this guy a lot.
Okay. What gives you
And-
that read if you just met me though?
Because you're smart. You know what you're doing.
I'm gonna piss.
You guys are good at curating that. You speak to them personally. I noticed that at the beginning of the videos.
Okay, hit pause.
What's
real
up,
quick.
guys?
So now this moment, this is when he's taking his moment off of Steiny right now.
Right.
Now he's attacking the brand of NELK Boys podcast.
Yep. He's like, what the fuck have y'all been doing?
Yeah, so now he wants to see, said, y'all want to play with me?
Yeah.
Let me talk about your brand from the owner's from the manipulative aspect. To
Right.
see if y'all are, let me see what type of niggas y'all are.
Where
You
are
know
the
what I'm saying?
cracks in this case?
Right,
Yeah.
right. So that now this has nothing to do with Steiny. This is the entire environment.
Right.
that
Are
he's-
y'all gonna be real honest about how y'all approach shit, or are you
That-
just gonna
that
try
he's
to beat
coming
around
at.
it? Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
whole image,
The whole-
their
yeah.
ideology.
the whole thing, yeah.
Right.
Now this is him busting down the entire table and the whole brand. Go ahead, though.
What's up?
What's up, boys?
Yeah.
Do you watch? Have you seen any of it?
I watched the beginning of the videos and I see you do it. What's up, boys? How you doing? Is that now? Do you think that that's manipulative?
What's up, boys?
Yeah,
I don't think so. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
We just kind of do it.
yeah. Oh, there's no thinking behind it at all.
Not really. No.
Yeah, you're not like if I can galvanize this audience and like curate this fan base and then
Not really,
they'll
no.
buy all my shit.
I mean, honestly,
Not at all,
I think we're just so.
Never
used to
thought
doing
about
But what? You don't do that too?
huh?
You don't do that at all?
Yeah, but for that
He
reason.
exposes.
No, but we do it too because we have a loyal fan base though.
Yeah.
exposes.
Wait,
So you're
what's wrong
saying
with
you
that?
do? You do?
Because his friend wasn't trying to snitch.
said
But
no.
he was just like, fuck it. Wait, you don't do it too? Like
yeah, and
two?
he was,
Right.
but he
You
was
just
like,
added-
no. But I do it for that
that
exact
reason.
reason.
Yeah, he's saying, I'm honest about it.
so that they buy all my shit.
Right. He's
So
calling
it's-
out your fakeness, like
which is where the difference lies, because
He's testing
somebody's
their
being
honesty.
authentic.
right.
He's testing their
Right.
honesty right
Yeah,
now. He's
right.
testing everybody's honesty, or he's testing Kyle's honesty because he's the brains behind NELK Boys.
Right.
And just Schulz has a nice social IQ on him.
Oh, for sure.
Emotional
Yeah,
intelligence.
Yeah,
It's
it's
real.
up.
It's up there.
Sociology 901, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the way up there.
Yeah,
Be
he's
a
a
master
liberal
for
arts
that.
But good, probably the best comedians are though, right?
Yeah.
Guys like him, Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
And Schulz is just bored.
Patrice,
Like,
yeah.
he's just fucking with him.
Cat
at this point.
Williams.
Yeah, Cat's up there too, actually.
But yeah,
Do it.
Well, I mean, no, we just say what's up to the boys. They watch every episode.
You're saying you do or you don't?
We
You're
don't.
saying both things.
We don't think like that. I feel bad. I feel like you came at me a little bit there.
Why do you feel bad?
I just feel like you targeted me. Did you or no? Did someone tell you to do that?
No. I thought you were just being a little annoying.
How?
I think you're annoying.
Really?
A little bit. Yeah.
And what makes you think that?
I don't know.
It's gonna be like a therapy session.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck?
Are you? I don't know if you're playing a character or you're having like an insecure moment. If you're having a vulnerable, insecure moment, then I want to like
No,
talk
I mean,
about
I'm
it.
kind of playing something, but what?
Oh, if you're playing
what did
something-
I say that triggered you to say that?
I think he's so insecure, and I think he plays his character. He's so insecure and
Wait, but
shy
what did I
and-
say that triggered you?
Do you find it hard to be yourself?
I think
No,
that's it.
that's what I do, bro.
Do you think?
But I get shit on a lot for doing that.
No, you get shit on because of the character you play because you can't be yourself.
It's hard to be around people who are being themselves
But
and
wait,
not
what
be
did
yourself.
what did I do that pissed you off?
I wouldn't say I was pissed off. Why would you say
Or what did I do that annoyed you?
You were the one that came back and said that you felt hurt.
I do feel hurt because I feel like you got pissed off at me.
Well, that's what happens when you
see
have
that?
real
You see
reactions
that?
when you're being
Pause.
phony.
Yeah.
Have y'all noticed that whenever his feelings are truly hurt, that's when his smile gets the smirkiest?
Yeah.
It's like the Joker. He's a psychopath.
He can't turn it off.
It's
man.
like he's putting on a face to hide the true emotion.
He just can't turn it off. He can't just end up
And,
saying like what it is.
And Steiny breaking character because at this point he's broke character, right? And now he genuinely wants to understand why this person doesn't like him.
Yeah.
And this is a regular thing in his world.
Yeah.
Based off my research of what I've seen. This is a regular thing, and this is when the podcast goes off the rails normally, is when he's like, no, but why? But why?
Right.
It's like, like...
It's all about him.
Yeah, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, but what did I do? That was annoying. You know
His
what I'm saying?
opinion has him.
Yeah, it's bad, bruh. So, yeah, go ahead, hit
Jesus
this.
Christ.
When
When
was I
you're
phony?
phony with somebody
When
and
was
then
I
you get a
phony
real
with you?
reaction, you can't be upset.
When was I phony with
But
you?
you're doing exactly what you should do. You should try to get your moments. This is a good moment for you.
Bro, you're crazy. You think I'm doing this for clicks?
Even the way your voice sounds when you say it isn't real.
Crazy.
Are you
Do
serious?
you think
right
you're
now?
being real?
I'm
just
asking
try to
you.
be
I
you.
mean, I'm supposed to be connected with you as fucking Mish Bucha right now, but like you're coming at me, so I'm curious.
He thinks I'm Jewish.
Yes.
You are, aren't you?
No.
Oh, no, you're done. Take a lap. Oh, fuck. Go take a lap, bro.
You would do this to your Jewish brother, huh?
No, never.
Wow.
That we roll like that.
Wow.
It's fucked up.
No, just say how you honestly feel. Don't.
I feel good, bro. I think you're pretty.
You don't
funny.
feel good. You don't
Right.
feel good. You feel insecure right now because you think I don't like you.
I do
Why
feel
do you
that
think? Why do you think I don't like you?
Because you turned on me like probably like an hour 20 into the pod.
And was there anything that maybe you did to change my energy towards
Yes.
you? Or how about this? Do you think that I gave you a fair shot in the beginning?
You did, but I sent a text during the pod, and I think that's when it turned. Was
Right.
that when it turned?
Maybe. I don't know. Your line of questioning after that wasn't great. But I do sense that you're playing a bit of a character, and I don't have as much of a tolerance for characters as I do for authenticity.
You don't think I'm being authentic?
I think in certain moments you were, and that kind of like irritates me.
In what? Can you give us an
Especially
example?
if it's antagonistic. If you're playing a character because you're insecure and you're just trying to do your best to like exist in this moment, which is a high stakes moment, that's okay.
But can you give me an example of when you felt that I was playing a character?
I think you need attention. I think you're doing anything you can to get attention. And right now you're making this podcast about you, which is the most boring part of the conversation. We have much more interesting people to discuss whose lives
Is this
are more
planned or no?
fascinating.
No.
Oh, fuck. I don't ever want to do a podcast again, straight up.
Even that doesn't sound real.
You might have just retired him.
Oh, straight
No,
up.
I
Why
think
the
you
fuck would
should.
I ever do this shit again? Straight
No,
up.
you'd never walk away from that.
Straight up.
Let's say you pause.
Yeah.
I honestly can't tell.
Yeah, it's Steiny. You see, it's something about this. He's a vampire.
My stomach hurts.
Hearing this nigga, it's like, oh my god, what? Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
bad.
notice that he never had a conversation.
No.
He
He
never
just
did.
kept surveying the nigga.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you feel? When did I do that? How? What example?
What type of life? Like, how deep did you get into like his life?
I got like there's a couple of videos of his whole origin
Okay.
story.
Is he
So-
a college dropout or something?
Is he from Ohio?
Yes, he is. He's from Northeast. I can't remember, somewhere up in that Northeast, like New York, Connecticut, Maine type shit. Yeah, somewhere up there. Comes from a wealthy family. Dad's a lawyer.
So that's what it sounds like. It sounds like he had heavy expectations, like a Nigerian family.
And
that
he
comes to
moved
America.
across the country and became an assistant for Steve Will Do It, and pretty much dropped all career path that his white ancestors put in place for him.
to be the tame version.
And that's what it comes down to. It.
No, I just love the way you broke it down. I like that. I enjoyed that. I thank you, my brother.
And he's not
He
like
did all this to become the tame version of Jackass.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So, I mean, Schulz pretty much ate this nigga the fuck up. I mean, we can keep watching it. I don't think there's really need to. That's the thing. There's a lot of video. There's a lot of video references in this podcast, which I didn't like because I didn't want it to be so reaction based. But there's certain shit just people have to see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, so that's the only reason why this podcast is so like reaction heavy, I would say.
And please like this video because of what we sat through for y'all.
Yeah,
Nigga, I feel drained right now.
Yeah, no, that it made my stomach hurt genuinely because there was a lot of just like weird energy. Like Steiny, it feels like he's a pervert. It feels like
well, that's one of his accusations is that he comes off as a creep.
He's
a
creepy
weirdo.
as a motherfucker.
Yeah, he's creepy. Even the men. Anytime men think other men are creepy,
that's when it's something
nigga.
wrong.
That's when it's the worst.
Imagine
bro.
him with a woman.
Exactly,
because
bro.
I can defend myself.
Exactly, bro. It's 10 times worse with people like him. Like it's like, bro, I don't even want to be around you because you're fucking creepy. Like he's the person that. But let's just talk about.
He sniffs glue.
Yeah,
Nigga,
but let's just
like
talk
that.
about the NELK Boys in general. Okay, so for the NELK Boys in general, I did a little research on what's going on with the NELK Boys and what the NELK Boys brand is. What is it, right? Kyle is the mastermind of it, right? He's top dog.
That's the middle guy?
That's the one that was in the middle.
The guy with the perfect teeth.
Right.
Shout out his doctor.
He's top dog NELK pretty much, and he started as a prank YouTube channel. So this whole NELK Boys
remember
thing,
him back in that era.
See, this whole NELK Boys thing is a collaboration of like multiple powerhouses coming together.
It's
So
a conglomerate.
It's a conglomerate. Kyle had his prank channel that was doing good. Steve Will Do It was doing his he had his own lane, giveaways, gambling, and things of that nature. They come together or whatever. Conservatism, yeah. And then Bradley Martin, he's always been the gym guy, but he's always been booming on YouTube as well too. So it's like these powerhouses come together to create this podcast. So what I realized is what the NELK Boy podcast is, it is Kyle, who's Canadian. That needs to be said because I think that
it's important.
It's important. It's Kyle.
It sets his character.
Bradley was never a part of them, but he used to get invited a lot. But he stopped getting invited, which he talked about recently.
Like Wax on the Brilliant Idiots.
Essentially. Was never a contract employee, but got invited all the time.
And possibly a fan favorite.
Definitely a fan favorite, but I understand also why they don't want him around anymore is because
His
Bradley...
muscles take up too much space and make Steiny feel
and all
insecure.
chairs. And on top of that, he's too normal. He's too normal in terms of when you do something weird. If you do some creep shit, I'm gonna be like, you're acting like a fucking creep right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, Kyle's position, I realized, Kyle is not that great of a people person either.
Yeah, he's not that great of a communicator.
He's not that great a communicator. He's just good at prank videos. And I think even in his prank video style, it's all awkwardness. But it's because when you're looking at him, it's like you could tell he's kind of lacking social awareness to a certain extent. If we're looking at a 100-point scale, like out of 100%, his social awareness, I would say, is like at a 70.
Yeah.
It's not that high, but it's high. You know what I mean?
He knows the internet better than he knows the real world.
Exactly. Period. So what he does is he invites Steiny, and he likes Steiny because Steiny can be the person. He uses Steiny as a crash test dummy.
The butt.
That's the butt. That's the vibe that I get from it. Even though the way
He
that
sits on him.
Yeah, even though the way that this NELK Boy things, it seems like it's like a Kyle and Steiny project. It's really Kyle has the perfect. He looks at him as the perfect crash test dummy.
Them niggas like Pinky in the Brain.
Exactly. So he's the perfect crash test dummy. Steiny's also an asshole. Kyle might understand on an internet level why people react to Steiny the way that he does, but he doesn't understand the psychology of Steiny's the most insecure person in the room. He just understands that when I bring this person around, other people get uncomfortable and they normally tend to hate him, but that normally converts to a couple million clicks for us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Steiny, and also the sick part is when I watch their dynamic, when I'm watching just the NELK Boys, Steiny thinks he's his brother. You know what I'm saying? He thinks this is my family. See, Steiny,
one of those niggas.
Steiny is also in a position to where he started as Steve Will Do It's assistant.
Yeah.
And he was the assistant.
He was getting his frappes for him.
Before he was his assistant, though, he was another guy's assistant. And I can't remember what this guy's name was, but long story short, this guy did like a Diddy test. At 3 a.m, text Steiny and was like, I need an Adderall. Be here in less than 20 minutes. And Steiny was there in 12 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those situations. So he was like, you got the job. So he was his personal assistant until Steiny fucked this dude's ex-girlfriend and he got caught in the bed with his ex-girlfriend.
Wait.
Steiny fucked somebody's bitch?
Steiny fucked his mentors or his the person that he's a personal assistant to, ex-bitch. Ex-girlfriend.
Which is
still
even more foul.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you hit my leftovers.
It's even more insecure because you could tell that he didn't get enough pussy in life to be able to turn down a situation like this.
Yeah, exactly. And the crazy thing too is that it's not even that you get caught, like you find out these two are fucking. It's like physically caught them.
Yeah, you smelt it.
Yeah, it was one of those like
walking on
like
the room
you
type
walk
shit.
in and,
video.
like on some movie shit.
The balls are still sweaty.
Yeah, so
man, this is pain. Now after hearing that alone and thinking about the video we just watched, I'm like, oh, this nigga's like a fucking weirdo.
So and you gotta even think about the mindset of a nigga who would habitually be somebody's assistant, because like you can tell obviously he's in the limelight now.
Right.
He has a feeling in himself that he is special, but he doesn't have the strength and the courage to really believe
Kim
it.
K had more courage than this.
Literally. So it's like you this nigga's mentor, you get an opportunity to fuck your mentor's bitch. That in his little sick, twisted mind, that's probably like, yo, I'm better than this.
That's
nigga.
like his validation.
Or I'm on the same level.
Stepping stone for me to get an assistant. So
that's his validation, bro.
Yeah.
So
that
he
was
can fuck my bitch and the cycle can repeat.
So
he probably wants that.
After that happens, he pretty much sends him to Steve Will Do It. And he's like, I'm not fucking with this nigga no more. And Steve is like, fuck it, I need an assistant. So Steve has him, right? But even their friendship, it sounds like Steve is almost like an Indian giver too. You know what I mean? To where like, I might gift you something, but when we're good, we're good. If I have an extra Rolex, I'll let you rock the Rolex, but I'll tell you it's yours. If I got an extra chain, I'll let you have the chain, tell you it's yours. But when we fall out, it's like, yo, I do need that stuff that even though I said it was yours, like I need my stuff back. So, and this is the thing, this is the sick part with Steiny, is he's dedicating his life to these people because he's coming in as a personal assistant. And then he's also getting abused, which is kind of what personal assistants.
It kind of happens to him.
Kind of happens naturally, you know, like
you
we
like
don't
a cum rag.
you know, like it's not always bad. Sometimes it's positive, but like I would say stereotypically, the movies make it seem like assistants get shit on.
It's a toxic relationship because he thinks he's benefiting because of the pussy.
Exactly.
Because of the fucking image.
Because of the clout, because of who you're standing next to.
You know what I mean?
But when you really break it down, the backhanded stuff, and then on top of that, he's going into these positions thinking that he is becoming on their level. And then when they remind him he's just the assistant, that's when his insecurity jumps out.
That's not their fault. That's his fault.
That's his fault. Correct.
You know, not everybody can be a player. Nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that ass though.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, somebody has to be the water boy.
Yeah. So the whole NELK Boys thing, it's like, and Salim is who's like it's like Middle Eastern or something like that. But it's really Salim, Steiny, and Kyle.
That's the main core.
That's the main core. Bradley was coming in a lot.
Yeah, he was
because I think what Bradley brings to the table is he's
the only nigga that looks like he's consistently getting bitches on this show.
Consistently and just like a regular nigga, like
the way he talks is
he's like it's obvious he's a regular person. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these online people, we watch them, but they're like, when you really think about it, what are these niggas like off the camera? You know what I mean? Like,
and what's a video game without the big buff character, nigga?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You gotta have all different
help.
type of archetypes.
And it helps humanize your podcast and make y'all look more friendly, and not even friendly, because that was one of the things in the Flagrant episode.
It's fine.
Schulz kept complimenting Steve because he appreciated
he treated
Steve.
him like a kind little dove.
That was another thing too. He was like, you know, Steve and Bradley, I really love those guys.
But you motherfuckers.
But he wouldn't give the other two any really compliments. He wouldn't give Steiny any compliments. So that's what made every other shot hurt too, because it's like he respects and likes Steve and Bradley so much, and then he just kept saying like throughout the whole. Man, y'all should have you should have had Bradley here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually, y'all know I fuck with him. Bradley should be here. Period.
Steiny is like, the ugly best friend.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Steiny don't like being around Bradley either because he feels inferior to him. You know what I'm saying?
Tough. Nigga 6'4", 265, straight muscle.
On several gyms, popping on YouTube.
The nigga's built like a bookcase.
The nigga got the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? He got the whole package probably. You know what I'm saying?
A tall ottoman.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
this nigga got to do some work on himself, bro.
Yeah, so the NELK Boys podcast in general, I've summed up that it's really not, it's people who had a lot of clout on YouTube that are not good at podcasting and communicating with people in long form content.
Right.
But because they have so much clout from their past and continued, they're able to pull these power guests because they're so safe kind of too. Because they almost don't even have real opinions. At least Kyle doesn't.
Yeah, they just ask a bunch of survey questions.
And then Steiny is just like there to be the asshole. His opinion is normally one rooted in zero research and just dickheadness. You know
they
what I'm
require like a guest who can give them who can speak a lot.
Right. You know what I mean? And it's like it's funny because like even when Andrew Tate has been on Full Send, like I remember like there's a videos normally on the like on the Full Send they'll show the guest walking in to the podcast. When Andrew Tate and his brother came in, literally Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan, when they saw Steiny, they were like, "Y'all brought him again, huh?" It's
that's deep.
Collectively, like Tristan didn't even look at him, and he was like, "Yeah, I see you still. See, you're still here." You know what I'm saying? Like, how it's like everybody that runs into you is always like, "How the fuck is he still around?"
The estrogen.
And then he's like just physically, like, obviously inferior.
Yeah.
Tristan Tate, them niggas big as shit. You feel me? Like, they can fight.
Exactly.
Bradley's just big as shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's like, it's kind of crazy, but
it's a confidence issue.
It's an extreme confidence issue.
If you had to be Hitch, you know what I mean?
For
if you had to be
Steiny?
Will Smith, like, what would you tell this nigga?
So for Steiny,
teach him how to dance.
Chill out.
I think so I think for Steiny, because he is the height working against him,
how tall is he? Because we keep saying it.
We do. Can you look that up? I don't know. I'll take a guess at 5'4", 5'5".
But that's
even though that's not.
Because he was standing next to Schulz, and Schulz is like what's Schulz like 6'2" or something.
What's Steiny's real name? Anyway,
Steiny.
I'll just put this.
Steiny Winkleberry.
Yeah,
it's a Jewish last name.
I think Steinberg is his last name. Right?
Steinberg is his last name. I think I can't remember what his first name is.
Just you see, they don't even call him by his first name.
Yeah,
they treat that nigga like a cadet.
Steinberg.
And Steiny
Find out what his real name. Aaron Steinberg.
Aaron Steinberg.
Steinberg. He looks like Aaron.
You could tell his father got money.
Yeah,
just by that name.
You could tell he disappoints his father.
About 5'6".
So he's not short.
He's not. That's why he's Andre 3000.
But not 5'. Nah, he's short.
He's short.
That's my height.
For a woman,
you 5'6"?
Yeah, I'm 5'6".
Yeah,
that's
he's
my
short.
height.
Yeah, so I would say for him, it's not even because he has height working against him, right? In the eyes of the average woman, let's just say that in the world, he would have to get in shape because his insecurity around Bradley, a nigga in shape, is way too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think for him getting at least like bulky because he's built funny too, like.
That's I feel you.
Yeah.
And that's a practical answer.
Yeah.
It's one that could be done and shown through pictures and shit. But what about like mentally?
And it's not
that's where it really is.
I think that'll start his mental I think that is gonna help his mental because the mental is gonna take time.
Go ahead.
He seems like a superficial person anyway.
Well, the mental is gonna take time. This is the thing. He has everything that the regular nigga wants. You have clout, you have money, you got white bitches, you got followers, you have a lot of shit that's already working in your advantage in terms of pulling mad bitches, right?
Yeah.
And having a lot of confidence. You really have a lot of things. The only thing that he's technically missing is the actual self-confidence and the body, I guess.
But that's huge. That's huge because I mean, think about it. We don't have we for years we haven't had half of this shit that he got right now.
Right.
And we have in bad situations. We was always able to talk to girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was always able to
That's
get
because you had a baseline level of self-esteem.
Right,
You see,
yeah.
him getting a new body isn't going to do nothing. He already has the clout, I'm assuming some money. It's like, even when he's getting the bitches he does pull, he probably cries after he nuts because he realizes that this isn't because of me and who I
Yeah,
am.
it's
This is
the
because
things
what
that I-
I'm around.
Right,
Because
right,
what
right.
I've achieved.
It's
so
5%.
having abs is going to do the same thing.
So you
like,
think he got all that he got before he like figured out himself, type shit.
So he's gonna be
Say that one more
D'Angelo.
time.
Like he got to his position too fast in the sense that he's not prepared for that position because he didn't figure out who he was beforehand.
I think he would. I think this is inevitable. I think it's the pressures of his white family. Honestly, like I think that's the thing because it's the thing. It's like
I can see that.
So it's like when white people are born into privilege and they have a $1 million lifestyle lined up for them already,
Yeah,
and they
bro.
go against it. That pressure from the family, like a black, I won't even say a black family. Let's say a Middle Eastern family will disown
Asian.
you. Or Asian family will disown you if you just say you're gay, right?
Yeah.
But like a white, well-established family will disown you when you say you don't want to go to college and be a lawyer.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So
Especially
it's-
when your father's a lawyer. It's
Your
like
father,
the game is
your
already
father,
laid
your
out.
uncle, they got
Right.
the everything's laid out. The business
And
is going to be handed to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Your three other brothers are fucking scientists.
They already did
and
it.
Nuclear physicists.
Exactly.
And shit.
Yeah. So
Chad
like,
just got his bachelor's in thermodynamics.
exactly.
what you doing,
know?
Steiny? Yeah,
exactly. So it's like, and then Steiny, you want to do entertainment,
Yeah.
and not only do you want to do entertainment, you're going to start as a personal assistant,
Yeah.
as somebody's fucking do boy. You know what I'm saying? You want to start as somebody's squire.
Somebody's personal nut host.
And then-
We're
yeah.
kings over here. You know what I'm saying?
You know
what?
You know?
Yeah, you're right, bro.
He's
And
too
it's
rich to
because
intern.
it's because he started at the top. Because even if that was his life story, but he started at the bottom, he'd have more appreciation for the grind.
Yeah, it's hard for. I've always said it's hard for rich people to be. I feel like the overall best people are poor people that become
Rich, right?
Yes.
because you can relate to all levels.
All levels,
It's
yeah.
impossible to relate to all levels when you started off in privilege. The only way that you can even relate to all levels when starting off in privilege is if you did some like on some Game of Thrones, like you raised my son for 4 years and you
Right.
sent him to fucking downtown.
A neighboring army comes to
You
take
know-
you over in your
exactly,
family.
You know what I'm
Now
saying?
you're
And,
a
like,
peasant.
and you learn how peasants live for 5 years. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
That's like, but they're not really doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it's golf clubs and country clubs from the time I was born. Like the daycare was the country club. It wasn't kindercare.
No,
you
that's
know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's a
Like,
fact.
so it's a little different. It wasn't Jackie's house from
Private
Facebook
precinct.
Marketplace type shit. You know?
Because I'm not gonna lie, when you were explaining like his life trajectory and story, I felt similar in the sense like I came from a different country though, but we
Yeah.
weren't doing well off necessarily. We well enough to come here,
Yeah.
but you know that's a huge opportunity bringing me here
that
just to make me
pressure.
go crazy and the pressure on that. But I'm doing entertainment shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my sister ended up being a lawyer. You know what I'm
Fact.
saying?
You a
And
bad
all that
Jamaican.
extra
That's a
shit,
fact.
right?
You're the outcast
I'm the
of that.
outcast of that whole
Right.
shit as well.
He's a bad
But I'm
Jamaican.
but I'm the other side of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the
Yeah.
side that wasn't bred into like
You weren't bred
into the top
into-
upper echelon.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like,
Say you're not royalty.
hell
Yeah.
no. That's not how, no.
But pretty
we ain't
much,
coming
but
like that.
it's like, but your parents could look at it. Your parents could cast that like, we literally sacrificed everything
to bring you here,
come
yeah.
from Jamaica to
Yeah,
here,
nigga.
and you gonna not go to college and be a
yeah, my
fucking.
dad
you
could
know
be
what I'm
looking
saying?
at me right now like, nigga, I separated from the family for years just to like,
just to give y'all a
to
better
give
life.
y'all the ends. You know what I'm saying? Just to
For
make
you
shit.
come in
yeah.
here and talk about bullshit.
Facts.
Right, right.
2 days a week.
Facts. But I'm
Yep.
thinking about that, and I'm like, I've never felt those same kind of like ways that I see this nigga operate. I don't feel like I've ever operated that like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's and then I think that's
So that's why I'm like, I think it had to, what you're saying, like when it's from up top. when
it's a different
it's a
family
disconnect.
pressure that he's dealing with.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
it's a
saying?
disconnect.
That a lot of black people cannot relate to. That's why this episode's for the whites. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
This is
Shout to
this
Shout.
is for
Strictly
y'all.
for the
This
cause.
is for y'all whites of privilege. Tell us what the struggle is like when you come from a. Tell us when you come
Two-parent household.
from a two-parent, well-off household with the life plan laid out that
Mm-hmm.
you decided to divert against.
And make
I don't
sure
want to
y'all-
hear from you if you don't have no four-wheelers in your backyard.
Yeah, or 401k.
You weren't rich enough.
And make sure y'all follow directions, like and subscribe and shit like that.
Yeah, facts, facts.
Follow the rules.
So I would say that would be my breakdown of like the NELK Boys podcast and Steiny, I guess. That
Yeah,
would
so
be-
it's like a content house. It's just a bunch of people who are already popping.
Yeah, and I don't think Kyle is that great of a person, honestly. Like, I don't think he's that great of a person in terms of just like ethically.
Okay.
Because I think it's fucked up that like I I genuinely feel in my heart that he's like, this is the best crash test dummy because this nigga thinks I love him.
When Adam,
you know what I'm saying?
I
Like
say Adam.
That's devious.
When Kyle,
When Andrew was like doing his thing to Steiny, like Kai was giving him like a way in. You know what I mean? He was kind of just like, yeah, Steiny, like, you know, like, what's up with that?
and then this is another thing too. Andrew smelled that fakeness on Kyle too. That's why he asked. So when you do the whole "Hey boys" thing, you're not trying to like galvanize them so they buy all your shit. You wouldn't do that though, right? You never thought about that. And he's like, no, it's just kind of something I do. You know, like
But is there more context to that "Hey boys" thing? Because it kind of feel like they was alluding to some shit.
Well, so at the beginning of every podcast, it starts off with, "Hey boys, check out this podcast we just did with."
You got to yell that shit.
Andrew Trump, you know, whatever.
If you don't yell it, it sounds like,
say
hey,
it with
boys.
your chest.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's pretty much what they did. And that was one of the things that I did want to mention in the other segment, but I didn't get to. He did that in front of this episode too. And it made it so cringy before he put down 2 minutes of disclaimers like, you know, we finally released this podcast. Schulz said he didn't have a good time, but
He did, yeah.
I had a great time. You know, I think it's actually one of our best podcasts. But you know,
He did do that.
you know, he said what he said. This is what I think. You guys let us know, man. If you're with the NELK Boys, you know, just like and it's like, don't try to blunt them for exposing, because this is a masterclass of exposing.
You got to pull a Charlemagne. Like, it happened.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like, what you gonna do?
Yeah, so it's like, just roll the footage. And if they do that at the beginning of every episode, that's already kind of annoying. But seeing it on the beginning of the Schulz episode, it was like, oh, this shit is cringy as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, that's my like synopsis of like the NELK Boys in general. So now in the comments of this video this is one last thing about Steiny. Shout out to Steiny. Steiny is forever content. But, evergreen content, because of, it's really messed up, but insecurity, watching somebody be really insecure on camera is like, it's amazing. It's like Lush One. Like when Lush One trips out, it's like, oh, this is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is gold content.
It is like seeing a crackhead on the street doing origami with his body.
Yeah. So now, in the comments of this video, somebody was like, there goes Steiny again, being an asshole and then playing victim as soon as it flips on him. And they were like, the perfect example of that is the Amish episode. I said, what's the Amish episode?
Yeah.
I searched the Amish episode. Holy shit, nigga. Not only does Steiny not get respect from like
his peers.
Yeah. He doesn't even get respect from Amish people who don't even have the internet. And it's like, and the Amish dude, and this is the sick part, genuinely wasn't trying to be rude at all, but just couldn't remember anything about this dude, even though it's just funny. We'll look at that later. Let's watch the 3-minute part first. So this is a story. What happened was Kyle, using Steiny as a crash test dummy again, brings up a story about how, I need the long one first. Brings up a story about how Steve Will Do It told Bradley, yo, go get my watch back from Steiny. Something that was gifted to him previously.
Go retrieve my items.
Yeah, at a yacht party. Which
So
I'm
in
sure
front of everybody.
In front of everybody.
Some bikinis.
Exactly, right? So
Lori Harvey.
Kyle brings that story up, right? So they're just talking about it. Everybody's in good faith. And then Steiny tries to go at
he takes a shot.
He takes a shot at Bradley. Bradley loses his shit. Funniest thing though is that one of the comments on the Amish video was Bradley's roid rage plus Steiny, 10 out of 10 content. It's like, because they always say he has roid rage, because it's like, seems like once a podcast, Bradley be like, hey,
he popped a vessel.
Yeah, he be like, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's watch this. This shit is hilarious.
So
bro.
it was the first one in the notes, right? The top one?
I have all of them in order.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. But you said the longest one, and the longest one is the last one, so I want to be sure. But it's the first one in there. It's a minute 15.
No, it should be 3 minutes.
There's
it's like a 3-minute or 4-minute one.
I don't have a 3-minute one, bro.
Shout out Bradley. We need to make sure we get Menace Material hats when it's that time.
And Menace Materials steroids. So our fans can look like this.
It's not a hyperlink, right?
You don't want insecure fans.
Menace Material socks. How you think that sounds? You think niggas will buy our socks?
Oh, you know what it is?
Oh hell yeah! I've always wanted to sell socks.
I have it right here. It's popped up as our image on it.
That's fine. Yeah, it's
my
that one.
notes.
It's that one. Yeah.
Are they selling the Celsius too?
Yeah, that was the confusing thing. You know,
First-
Happy
'cause
Dad
that's-
is everything.
hey,
But they must
basement
own
is
something.
I don't like their name, NELK. It sounds like yolk. I don't like that.
I didn't get in deep to figure out where that came from because that is weird. I don't know where that came
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
But their marketing team, nigga, phenomenal.
10
You
out
know
of
what I
10.
mean?
Yeah, NELK sounds too much like soak. Like, I
Yeah.
kind of think it's like the same thing, probably
Yeah.
just in the butt.
It's like the gooey part of the egg.
Yeah. So they're having an Amish guest.
Amish people soak.
They're having an Amish guest, so this is why they're dressed like this. But it
Yeah.
makes this moment even funnier because of the outfits. But yeah, we can watch this.
And like Steve was cool with it. He just likes to give me shit.
To be fair, I didn't take that watch because I didn't take it from you.
And how do you
from
feel
me.
to be an accomplice thief, by the way?
He just asked me, "Can you get the watch from Steiny?" I was like, "Okay, no problem."
And
I
you
got-
didn't get any contact from the authorities for being
Why
a
would I
thief?
get contact for stealing his watch back for him?
Okay. Okay.
Whereas you didn't have papers for it.
I did not.
You didn't report me, did you?
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
before you fucking had to bring up the worst thing once again, you piece of shit.
What's the worst thing?
I didn't want to have to talk about that.
Which part?
That.
Oh yes.
Because
all
now,
good.
once again, oh, he's a bad guy.
No, I don't think you're a bad guy. You traded in the watch. That's
I wanted
okay.
the one that I really
And then
was
you didn't
gifted
get
in the
it, but you
beginning.
Yeah.
Okay,
okay.
so anyway,
Wait, pause.
fucking piece of shit. Fuck
Oh,
you.
no, it's about to go
Oh,
off.
okay.
It's about
This
to
is
go off.
real. Yeah.
He just
I don't even know
I
what to say
missed
now.
you, man. I missed you.
You just love to do this, huh?
do what, dude? What am I doing?
Love to do this.
You told the story. I'm just sitting
Nah,
here.
I like want to go off on you as
Go
a scumbag
off, dude.
right now.
Do it. You go.
Like,
Show me what's
every
in your
day I
notes.
get a
Still
notification.
friendly.
Bradley Martin Raw Talk. Steiny, something about this. Steiny, Zoo Culture, thumbnail. I don't even know we're filming.
What are you talking about?
Just you using me, bro.
How?
And I feel used, and I'm fucking.
Really,
I'm
bro?
honestly
You want to
tired
talk
of-
about this right now?
you
Want to
Yeah.
talk about how you got your start, bitch?
You know, every hoe has their mileage. I'm curious, but like, what happened with this watch? He got gifted a watch.
Yeah, what is the
and-
context of this
I thought I
watch
just
story?
told y'all. I told y'all.
But he
they were on the boat. He got gifted the watch.
and he repawned the watch
Oh,
because he
Yeah,
was
but
like,
what's
why
that
would
about?
you?
'Cause he
oh,
wanted
so
the-
yeah, my bad. Apparently, when Steve took the watch, Steve sold the watch, and then Steve gave him another one 6 months later. So what he did, Steiny took the watch that he was gifted this time and sent it to a pawn shop. It was
To
trying
get
to
the first watch
trying to
back.
buy the first watch back, but it wasn't bought back. So he just sold it to the watch, bought another one, and paid the difference.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's all
yeah.
you said.
Now, can we go back another 15 seconds? I want to see the full avalanche.
Yeah, I went back like 5 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they
I'll go
got
back a little more.
like my big brother is more successful than me at everything type vibes.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of hate this nigga.
Right.
I don't know.
It's about to go up.
No, we're filming.
What are you talking about?
Just you using me, bro.
How?
And I feel used, and I'm fucking.
Really,
I'm
bro?
honestly
You want to
tired
talk
of-
about this right now? Want to
Yeah.
talk about how you got your start, bitch? Why don't you tell the internet right now? Go ahead, tell
You-
him,
dude,
Go ahead, tell him,
dude,
Tell
okay.
him.
Okay,
tell
wait.
him.
Okay, fine, I will.
Tell him when you had 1,300 followers who put you in their
Funny in
videos,
Amish
bitch.
outfits.
No, but
Tell
wait.
him.
Okay, but
Tell
wait,
him.
Brad.
It's gonna cut to Steiny.
Go ahead.
to the
You'll come hard
Amish.
at me to not expect that right
wait,
back.
control.
Tell him how you got started.
Okay, but control.
Go ahead. Tell him the truth.
Dude.
Tell him the truth. Look in the camera. Tell him the truth.
You had me on a podcast and then put
No,
the title.
how you got started?
Steve,
Fucking YouTube.
Steve will do its assistant.
How you got started? You know how you got started?
Because you were like,
You got
That nigga looked directly in the fucking camera.
he did, bro. It's hilarious.
Yo.
Yo, I like this.
Yeah, bro. This is amazing.
Tell him how you get to
And-
start, bitch.
And you could tell Bradley's a dickhead because it's almost like he was waiting to be like, tell him how you got started.
Yeah, because, the
this
thing
one
wa-
of the things you hold over somebody's head and you drop it at the proper
Well, the
moment.
thing that I've realized after watching the Bradley Martin podcast in the last couple of weeks is that he's kind of like jaded in terms of like, because he was popping on YouTube for so long, he's assisted so many people in getting their first $1 million, and a lot of them have shit on him. So that's why he's sick. If anybody ever plays with the allegation of him trying to use somebody or fuck them over, he loses his mind
because he's like, I put
he's
these
the
on,
ultimate
nigga.
playmaker.
Because he's the ultimate. He's been fucked
Two
over.
things can be
That's like
true.
calling Magic
Yeah.
Johnson a boho.
Yeah,
How
so
dare
it's
you.
like, so yeah, that's pretty much, he snaps on niggas that try him on that, in that lane.
Right.
That will guarantee make him snap every time.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I want to see some more of this snap. Is there more snapping?
It's funny.
I went back a second as well because I'd like to see that moment one more time.
Yeah, please, because like the way Steiny's eyes just proceed to bulge.
Yeah, that shit was
his eyelid.
He said,
It's like he told him to do it like 2-3 times, but then like the last time he told him, he was like, I better do this shit for this nigga. Give me
So look, and then the shit that we're laughing at Steiny. This is why Kyle has him. This is why Kyle.
Yeah.
Because you see Kyle's back there just like.
right.
Yeah,
What happened?
it's almost like he's unaware that they're truly beefing right
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because he knows Steiny and NELK. Steiny gets this reaction out of people.
And you gotta understand, he has a prank background.
Exactly.
So he's used to commoditize. What's the fucking word I'm trying to say?
Commodity.
Not sure.
He's used to making people's reactions into a product, whether that be
commodity.
fear, shame,
Right.
like a prank reaction, like you trying to get the best moment.
And you have the perfect insecure crash dummy.
Yeah,
that wants to go everywhere with
you have somebody that's gonna shit their pants on command.
Yeah,
every
essentially.
time.
Yep. So
Oh yeah, he loves it.
he loves it.
Bring the camera.
It's too good. Go ahead.
Or tell him the truth.
You had me on a podcast and then put the title.
How you got started in fucking YouTube?
Steve will do its assistant.
How you got started? You know how you got started?
Because you were like, yo, this kid's funny. I'm going to start filming him. Why am I a
Yes.
bad guy for that?
Yo, you can't
That's
come
it,
at me.
bro. Put me
You
on,
can't-
bro.
Yo, you can't come at me for that.
You
dumb
can't me.
I didn't come at you, brother. I'm just talking about your story.
Okay.
And you're trying to make me look like a bad guy, which I'm not.
You're a good guy. Good friend.
Fuck you.
Are
I
you
put you in my
serious?
content. Yeah. Don't bad.
Okay,
I
bro.
put you in the content.
Okay.
You had 1,300 followers.
Dude. Are you seriously this
Yeah, I'm
pissed?
serious because you try to make me look stupid. You, bro. Suck my.
What do I even say?
You over here trying to make me look like some fucking bad guy.
You're a
right or
good
wrong?
guy. You're a good guy,
So
bro.
why the fuck are you trying to frame it
I hate
otherwise?
this nigga.
I'm confused. What pissed you off?
You trying to make me look like a bad guy.
This
When you
nigga's worse than Joe Budden, bro. Like this nigga's like I'm not even there. And he's getting under my skin.
Exactly. It's like he pushes niggas and then asks them. No, but at what point
what
did that
happened?
piss you
Like,
off?
whoa, what the fuck, dude? Like,
He's
how?
showing that humans are forgiveful because he had 1,300 followers at a certain point.
Right,
and why does
right.
he keep bringing that up as if like you had 1,300 followers, bitch?
That's not
like,
that.
Because it's like
nigga, Jesus Christ! Like he's literally talking to him like he's a hoe.
You feel me? You taking baths in the gas station before I met you, bitch. Yeah, that's pimp talk.
Yeah, that is.
Like he's making that bitch remember who she was
right. Don't you
before
ever
she got that proper structure in
Low on the
line.
mileage, but she's in the shop. She's getting reworked, nigga. She's trying to get some more mileage on it.
Don't you ever think you better than the program, bitch?
Yeah.
Nobody's above the campaign, bitch.
Yeah, bro. God, this shit is hilarious. But go ahead,
Yeah.
keep going.
Jesus
I helped
Christ.
you from fucking zero. That's the truth. You know it.
Yeah, you helped me, but
You know it.
how did I make you look like a bad guy?
You were on the path right now trying to do it. Right or wrong?
I don't even know, bro.
Right or wrong? Because you felt stupid about
Real
what you
quick,
said.
pause, real quick.
He's
Pause.
such a weasel.
That's another thing. Even when you give him, when he's giving chances for an out,
Right,
To
he
be
doesn't
like,
take-
I wasn't trying to intentionally irritate
Yeah,
you.
he won't
He
take
just
it.
owned up to nothing,
Like
bro.
it's like he can't lie about that shit.
Yeah.
The nigga's like Loki. He's just mischievous.
Yeah,
He causes mischief.
That's
He's
why
such a
Andrew was saying
weasel.
he got a fucking like it's his character, bro.
He's
He
such
can't-
a weasel,
know,
bro. He's such a weasel, dog. That's just like the definition of one.
That's
crazy as fuck.
Let's watch more of this.
I have no idea. I don't even know what's going on right now, to be honest. Like I was
Me off. That's what's going on right now.
well, you had to bring up the Steve, bro.
I think that was my fault. He brought up the watch, dude. What the fuck you talking
Okay,
about?
yo,
That's
we
my
gotta
fault
we
for
gotta
bringing
we
it
gotta
up.
literally cut that entire section. I'm
Okay,
serious.
hit pause real quick.
I didn't bring up nothing.
So now what we're about to watch right now.
He said that like he's done it. Yep.
He's done this
He
before.
knows,
This is
yeah.
a regular thing. So now this
He's
is
used to calling for edits.
They said
He
that
is.
too. They did say he's done this before.
he's done that. And remember, we didn't bring this up in the Schulz section, but he walked off that episode.
Yep.
And when he came back, he on that Schulz episode, he walked off and then came back and was like, "Dude, do you really not like me?"
Right.
Like him walking off mid podcast happens. Like, and then having them edit out chunks of him being embarrassed. He wants that. But yeah, this is insecure moments only from now on.
Jesus.
About
Why?
Steve, I didn't bring up no fucking watches.
Kyle, I'm
that was
serious.
him.
All right, well, we'll see. Let's keep going.
No, I'm serious, bro.
Okay, well, let's keep going.
And I'm fucking done with that. shit.
Joking
Get back
around,
on the
dude.
track.
I don't
bitch.
give a fuck. I'm done with that. Shit.
This quack is killing me.
How long's it been?
Yeah.
Sorry. That's me off, man. Straight up.
Fine, bro,
I'm just
but
tired of
like,
motherfuckers
fuck.
using me on the fucking internet.
I'm not using you, dude.
Yeah, bro. Don't come out here acting like I didn't do good for you. Don't
you
play
did,
me
bro.
like that.
What the fuck? You're my friend, bro. I'm joking
So
around.
stop trying to make me look like some bad guy that use you or make you look bad because I don't.
Okay, well, can you do me a favor? Can we cut that and then I'll pick it up right now?
Sure.
Okay, shake my hand on camera.
Well, I don't know. We gotta watch it, bro.
No,
It's pretty fucking entertaining.
I'm serious. No, I can't have that.
Nigga said
Seriously, bro.
pinky
I'll go
promise.
crazy anxiety like in my room for 2 weeks.
bro.
I can't.
I mean,
can't
let's
do that.
watch it.
I can't do that, dude.
I've never put up something that you didn't want up, so let's just watch it. I don't want to shake right now.
He said no promises.
Wait,
Well, what the fuck? Is he
Wait,
taking
no,
a
It's a Manscaped
an ad.
commercial.
Okay.
And what's crazy is
That was crazy.
Him, Kyle, and his manager both said, "Yo, Steiny, chill. Don't be mad. Don't be a pussy."
Right.
Like, and two different, instances.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
this is something that he does.
This is regular.
He
This is
cries
regular.
about him looking stupid. And what's crazy is like, if you don't fight the hard battles, they're always going to be hard.
Yeah.
So it's like if you never comfortable with being embarrassed,
Yes.
Right.
on whatever level that is to you,
It's
you're always going to
it's
be
always
embarrassed.
gonna look crazy.
Right.
And it's like this episode. I can't remember how long this episode might have been. This year, 2 months ago, but the Schulz one was November of last year.
November of last year, which
Yeah.
I didn't know when they were first talking about this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I'm going into it thinking like, yo, like this happened like a couple weeks.
Nah,
maybe
this was
months ago.
almost 7 months ago.
Which
8
gives
months
a lot
ago.
more context to the
Yeah,
situation.
but this is a lot more recent, and he's still the same type of person.
about
But
to
yeah,
say.
let's
there's
watch.
no character development.
Yeah, let's watch this next one. Because
Bradley's a douche.
The minute 15 one?
I think so.
Okay.
Yo, he has working man's hands.
They actually brought that up during the podcast. That's
Yeah.
what Brad was like, bro. I could tell you're a working man.
You can look at his fucking knuckles. nigga.
Yeah, go back to that video that you just clicked.
The
where he
one
was-
before that?
where he
Those are
was eat-
hands
where he was
that you
eating that
use
pizza.
to churn butter.
Okay.
Yo,
This
he
one,
would
yeah.
kill that
Okay,
hard
so
job.
the Amish guy is on screen now, right? Now
Yeah.
they're interviewing him. This part is funny because this is a innocent bystander. This is even this
Catching the stray.
Yeah. But then also Steiny has another one of these moments. So yeah, let's watch this.
Okay.
Steiny might be my favorite person.
Gabe,
So far, sorry, what you've done with them, what have you enjoyed the most?
The interaction.
Is it
They're pretty chill and stuff. And especially Kyle there. Love him.
especially Kyle, right? Not so much Steiny?
It's me.
That one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. No,
I
yeah.
know. Yeah. I get, Kyle sticks. Steiny and that other guy, they're pretty much the same name. So Steiny.
Who,
and,
Salim?
where
Salim,
the
he's not
heck is
here.
he?
He's not here. Yeah.
Steiny and
Salim.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I get him.
They're the same guy? What do you mean by that?
Well, like I get him mixed up.
prime.
Same
Oh.
name,
You
kinda
see,
like
You get him
all
and
the-
Salim mixed up?
Like, why? The joke happened. right. You know what I mean? It happened. It was very funny. Like the nigga just forgot about his existence. But now his so-called friends are just trying to drive it in.
Right,
You know what I mean? It's
right.
Especially when it's a random. It's like, why are you doing this to a random?
Right,
And not like,
right.
He's not even in on the joke for real.
Yeah,
He's not in on
he's
anything.
Not, he's not, bruh. Nobody has Steiny's best interest at heart,
No,
bruh.
none of them
Nobody,
do. I don't see that
bruh.
at all.
And why does is that a beer? They can drink beer?
That's a happy dad probably.
He's,
Yeah, it's a happy
he's
dad, I think.
He's a different Amish.
He's the Muslim girl that don't wear the turban. We was just talking about
When
this,
she,
Tony.
when she goes to school.
That's
You know what I'm
it.
saying? One of them, yeah.
The bitch without structure.
Yeah. So, let's watch the rest because I think something else funny happens.
Yeah.
same name, kind of like
You
same.
get him and Salim mixed up? Oh, shit. Wow.
This is not Steiny's pod.
Holy shit. Yo, you good over there, Steiny? You want to add anything? Steiny's still recovering, dude.
Be back. Give me a sec.
Okay, I got this. Because I was trying to talk to them about that.
Yeah, bro.
And then he said, I got this. Like, he's an asshole.
Okay, go to the close that one. There's I think this one.
Okay.
Yo, that nigga be looking crazy sometimes.
He has a face of a Popeye, right?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Popeye face.
Is there like a specific time period as to which you guys try to live by?
Not that I know of.
Apologize real quick and I'll go.
What?
You just apologize.
Apologize for what?
Just say sorry really
We
quick.
got to leave this in then.
No, I can't, bro. say you're sorry.
Yo, you gotta be kidding me, dude. You are hilarious, bro.
I'm serious.
You're such a puss, dude.
Wait.
Shut
I'm serious.
up. Continue. Oh my god, it's so funny.
Okay, just say it and then I'm good.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Bro,
Shut up,
just
dude.
say it and I'm good,
I
bro.
can't take you serious right now.
Take me serious. Just say sorry and I'll
Dude,
turn it up.
I can't take you serious. I love you, man.
No, say I'm sorry. And you overreacted.
I feel like
something else is bothering you.
I'm gonna go ahead, but there is a specific chapter in a Robert Greene book that is all about this.
Yeah, and I feel like something about Steiny, like he has the potential to be funny as shit.
He does, but
it's just not there.
It's
you know
not.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But this is his funny because this is hilarious.
Because you could tell he's like kind of fucking around, like you do just buy that.
Yeah, but this
he's serious
This is
though, bro.
detrimental
Nah,
to
he's
his
not
mental
serious.
health.
That's
though.
what makes it funny because he's being dead ass.
serious,
Yeah,
bro.
he's
It's
dead
not
ass
a joke.
serious.
That's what's
Look at
right.
his face.
We're laughing at
That's
the
his serious
insecurity.
face, bro.
This he's not serious.
No, he's serious,
dead
bro.
ass
He's dead
serious.
ass serious, bro.
He was the type of baby that his parents just let him cry in the crib.
And this is him where he thinks he's being tough and standing up for himself.
Never been held.
That's what's happening right now. That's why Brad's just laughing.
Because he's like, because he laughing because he know he's serious,
Right.
And he can't. He was like, "You really want me to apologize right
Yeah.
now for, and you'll feel better." But he's like, "I'm not apologizing for
He
shit."
said,
Though.
I ain't finna look pussy in front of this Amish nigga. You got me fucked up.
Yo, some people just like manifest bullying.
Yeah,
like,
they do,
I'm
yeah.
not a bad person, but the more I listen to this nigga talk, the more I'm like, yo, like,
Why not take his
why
money,
not?
right?
Why
Yo,
not,
like,
bro? Yeah, it's
crazy.
hilarious, bro. Steiny is
this
one of
nigga
the
looks
most.
very nuggiable.
Yeah,
You, man.
No, say I'm sorry. And you overreacted.
I can't take you
Something
serious.
else is bothering you and you took it out on me.
Something else is bothering me.
You took it out on me.
I didn't take it out on you, though.
Okay. Say you're sorry.
I'm not
Just
sorry.
fucking say it, bro.
What would I be sorry for?
Piece of shit.
What would I be sorry for?
Being an asshole.
How?
Okay, anyway. He's kind of a dick, so don't worry about that guy.
Sorry about my friend.
But wait, so you don't use electricity or none of that. But how can you drink wine?
Because it's not electricity.
Yeah, I know, but like, no, but I'm saying, why is that funny? Like,
the nigga can't
No,
win.
it's just the way he said it was so funny.
no, but I'm just saying,
The
like,
nigga can't win,
The
bro.
nigga Steiny don't know about wine fermentation, about none of that
There's
shit.
two types of hilarious people. There's people that you laughing at because there's people that you laughing at, and then there's people who are making you laugh.
Yeah,
But he's the latter of that.
Yeah,
That's
you're
making
the
it
comedic potential that you see is for you, nigga. He's bad at it.
Yeah. But I don't want somebody
Holy
to die
shit.
for my sins like this. You know what I mean? It's not necessary.
But what would Jesus do?
Yeah, this shit. Somebody got to take this L, and
This
it's
is hilarious.
Steiny.
Jesus would get shit.
He's built for this.
He is built for this. He ate for,
You can
for
tell
some
a
weird
man.
reason,
You
right?
can tell a man who's faced a lot of adversity and fucking failed. Yeah, what is that? Is that
Cricket in
Nigga,
here.
it's a cicada
Is that
in this
a real
motherfucker.
cricket?
Is that a cicada or a cricket? It's loud as hell.
Yeah.
I don't think they can hear this.
Yeah, they can.
They can hear it.
Whatever we hear in our headphones
It's-
is what they picking up.
Stop talking for a second. Yeah, it's picking up from something.
It's getting louder.
Is it in the garage?
Whoa. What you just do?
Man, we having a lot of natural hazards right
Yo,
now.
what is happening this episode?
Nigga, I don't know. This is wild.
Is it a cricket or
No,
is
no,
it
no.
some
You keep trying
detective-
to adjust the audio. It's an animal in the
I know,
in
that's
the
what it
garage.
sounds like, but I'm just saying, like, maybe something is buzzing weird.
But it stopped.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
it stops while we stop talking. It stops while we talk. Is it in the garage? Hold on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hit them chords.
What do we do? Do we pause?
I thought you was half Native American, nigga. Go use your powers, nigga.
Say something on the
Talk
mic.
to the bugs.
Say
It's
something.
kind of like being
Bro.
a werewolf. You got to kill
Okay.
somebody before they activate.
The fucking moon got to be out. But nah, I honestly think it was a wire.
That's what I'm saying. I
Wait.
think it was like a wire or something. Oh, you see it? Yo, this episode is wild.
There's a lot going on. Okay, how much of this can they see?
Tony just flinched, nigga. They saw you flinch, nigga.
Yeah, because I wanted to keep my wrist intact.
Oh,
Don't, I was
nigga,
about to say,
yeah.
don't do the Steiny.
Yeah, I'm
we gotta
about to
take this
say.
out.
Nigga, man, I got spidey senses.
Hey, yeah. Pull a Steinberg.
Hell yeah, nigga. No vulnerable moments.
All right.
Steinberg and Loon is
Just
of
mark
the
this
same
area so I
kid.
can chop it
Yeah,
up
I
a
kept
little
thinking
bit.
it was.
But their chemistry, I love. They're like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, which is why like the Roid Rage plus Steiny is a beautiful match.
It's a beautiful concoction, nigga. Yeah.
It's a beautiful matchup. Is that all the
Yo.
clips that I have? I think I might have one more clip from this episode, but I think I
Yeah, it
don't
was like
know.
the first one.
What is
Apologies
Steiny?
to anybody who's listening to this on like in the audio version.
Yeah, because you have to see a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of bullshit. But you know, what if Steiny get on HTH?
We started it. This is the first. This is the other one. This is the last one. We started it earlier.
He probably, nigga, that would probably destroy his hormones. He might develop a period.
Word.
Yeah.
But yeah, Steiny, one of the most interesting people in the world, and Kyle's just using him as a crash test.
Yeah, no, this is interesting case study.
Sound like everybody around him.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, everybody around him. Yeah, nobody takes him seriously.
So you know he tricking. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
He's tricking his pain.
Any
off.
girl that gets in his like, they know you can get all the money out of him for sure.
Easily.
All of his respect and dignity as well.
For sure. But all right, that's it.
Shout out Celsius.
More white boys. Let's just keep it rolling.
Yeah.
With the whites only podcast. So Twitter at this point, they're in arm. They're pissed off. Twitter and social media, you know, they're trying to figure out why does Bobby Aldoff, this white girl, keep getting all these interviews.
Yeah.
And why these people
now first
are not.
Let's my fault.
Yeah, pretty much. Go ahead.
First, let's objectify her, because that could play an interesting role in giving a lot of context to this question. What does she look like?
You never seen her?
I've seen her face.
She looks like a Whoville character, but
Low
like
key, yeah,
but
that's
like
a good
white
example.
woman though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, she does.
She's not the ugliest Whoville character.
She's really regular looking. She's really plain Jane. She's like, you're not double taking. She's not ugly, but you're not double taking.
But if
I
she
can
was like
see her
really
in
throwing
Walmart
it at
tomorrow.
you. What'd you say?
I can see her in Walmart tomorrow and not notice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, of course.
Miscellaneous white girl.
Oh,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think I saw that bitch today.
Yeah.
She might have checked me out.
Exactly. So it's like she's not. You're not.
Oh yeah, definitely saw this woman.
Yeah. So it's like, but how y'all feel?
I don't know how to feel about
How
it
do y'all
because I
feel
don't know
about?
who she is.
But how do y'all feel about these people giving her these big interviews like Drake? Now your Lil Yachty's there. Last week it was Drake. This week is Lil Yachty.
She got.
Do you think it's because of the titties?
She has nice boobs for sure.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
The noise is back.
It's a bug over there. That's what I'm saying.
You know, that's something in here.
It's an insect.
Yeah, that's another. We need to give him his own mic. I wonder what he's trying to tell us.
He probably see them titties.
Maybe he's trying to warn us that Big Sloth is outside.
It's intruders.
I'd be more worried if Steiny was outside.
right. But it's like impossible to figure out if it's back there. We're having a lot of things happen on this episode, y'all.
But I'll hit Bobby. Fuck it.
Well, that's funny that you say that because
that is funny that you
she
say
asked
that.
Drake, "Am I your type?" And he looked her up and down and said, "I'd do it."
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. And so I have the same attitude. It's like, fuck it.
Yeah, right. He did.
You know
That's
what I
how I knew Drake got that dog on him for real.
Yeah.
I was like,
he,
this
he
is-
appreciates the archetype of what she is. Like, white bitch, big chick, fuck it.
He appreciates a basic kill,
A little
An easy
awkward, goofy
kill.
bitch.
Yeah.
You know?
But so y'all don't feel
She's like the girl from Euphoria. The friend
Which
with
one?
the big titties.
Yeah, Swedeny.
Yeah.
That's a fine white girl right there.
Yeah, she's also 25 years old apparently.
Who, this lady right here?
Yeah, she looks like she's 17.
So let's just assume, right, her father's like a big entertainment lawyer. Because I don't know who the fuck she is.
He's not. I've watched his interview. He's actually a construction worker.
Oh.
He's like
Her dad?
He's a contractor. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
He's worked on Snoop Dogg's house before.
Oh, nigga.
She's an industry plant.
He's not a regular contractor.
No, he is like a regular Joe contractor though. I guess. I don't fucking know.
Bro, if you're working on Snoop Dogg,
Well, you can just work on luxury
Yeah,
homes.
you could just work on like a portion
Yeah.
of it. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
like being a luxury home real estate agent. Like I might just fuck around and sell somebody.
But you're not a regular
home real estate
That's
agent.
actually more common than you think.
No, but I sell bathtubs, nigga, in really
Yeah, and
nice
even that
houses
too.
sometimes. And that don't mean I'm on a certain level. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I just be selling bathrooms in a nice house.
Yeah, we move
Okay.
shit in pretty expensive people's homes.
You know what I'm
With
saying?
nobody.
a lot of poor people too, though. But as far as
Yeah, a lot of evictions.
I think it's over there.
he go arrest them, nigga.
Yeah.
There's so many natural things happening
Yeah.
on this episode.
I wonder how well they can hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wonder if it's inside or out.
That motherfucker's inside.
Yeah.
I understand why Drake did that shit in his bedroom. It's not a lot of noise and shit.
That was his bedroom?
Nah, they were in the middle of some arena in Memphis, Tennessee.
In a bed.
Word.
In a bed, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why?
He makes his own houses out of locations, pretty much.
Why in the bed? What's the symbolism with the bed?
That's Drake's vibe.
Yeah, that's his aesthetic. You know, he's got the drag queen accent.
But y'all are focusing too much on the Drake interview. My question is, where did this white bitch come from? That's what everybody on Twitter wants to know.
Yeah, she did kind of just come out of nowhere.
TikTok. That's the thing. That's the thing that people want to know.
It's amazing that the first thing we see from you is you interviewing Drake. Like
one of the biggest interviews. Yeah.
That's
And
then,
then Lil Yachty pops up right after that. She is a big TikTok person, but do y'all feel any type of way that these black powerhouses are going and boosting her clout all crazy?
Drake is a black powerhouse?
Yes.
Yes.
A black powerhouse?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is
Why?
not this. First off, this is not the time to kick him out of the race debate, and like, this is not the time to kick him out of us. Like, we still want to claim that nigga, right?
Is he white? Is he a white powerhouse? I mean, what else would it be?
Yeah, he's a black powerhouse.
He's the biggest artist in the globe. He's one of the biggest artists in the world, and he happens to be black.
Nigga,
half black.
he did
Racial
an
draft
interview.
is what I meant.
He did an interview with a white woman. Now everybody's talking about his blackness.
They've
That's
always
how
talked
black
about
he
black.
is.
Because it's questionable.
That's
Well,
how
what is
black
it
he is.
then? Well, what is he then?
I don't know. I've never looked at Drake and thought black. I just
Really?
thought hip hop. I just thought rap.
Right, and hip hop rap is black, and he's one of the biggest.
You know, but you know what else? You know what does it? Is that his son isn't black.
Oh, okay.
But this wouldn't have even been.
So if your offspring isn't black, then I'm kind of looking at you like, what the fuck is going on with your situation?
If I was to interview him, I would ask him if he dyed his son hair. I get what you're saying.
Nah, he probably would want to dye his son's hair darker because of these allegations.
So what I'm assuming is that y'all don't have any thoughts on these people boosting this white girl up. That's what
I think it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, because we keep circling back to
it's
Drake.
like y'all keep avoiding this shit.
Because this isn't like a white girl being in a position out of nowhere is not news.
But
Like,
right.
That's what happens to white women, right?
Right.
But
yeah.
I mean, it's like shit, bitch doing her thing. You feel me? Like, congratulations. shout out
Like, let's go to a
fucking-
YouTube channel. Let's go to the oldest video on there.
Because I watched, she had a little thing with Funny Marco, and it was cool.
Right.
I would never just watch her. I don't necessarily find her entertaining. But
Her YouTube's
you
not that
see
deep.
with this,
8 videos.
I
Her
can't
TikTok is deep though.
I can't
Yeah.
say anything because it's literally a million white bitches like her that have 500,000 subscribers, but we don't
Right.
know who they are.
Right.
So they've come up on my feed before,
Right.
just because it's that time of year. You
Right,
know,
right,
it's
right.
their
It's
season.
It's white girl season.
Yeah.
Snow bunnies and shit. It's fall,
So this is Snow Bunny season right here, pretty much. Then
it's not snow. I mean, it's her season,
yeah.
but I don't know. I gotta wait until fucking Comedy Enforcement do some video like, yo. So
Do you think that white people understand they are taking advantage of the fact that them with black people on camera is going to get more views than if they interviewed white people? So they're starting to vulture in a little bit harder than normal?
no, I think
You see? Oh, go ahead, man.
I was just about to say, if country was in, then country would be the hot topic. It has nothing to do with like being black, in my opinion.
That's what I was about to say. I feel like we attach a lot of emotions to people's intentions that we could never. That all we could do is assume.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know if she sees black when she sees Drake. Drake is at that point in time, like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson got to the level to where he's not the best black artist ever. He's Michael fucking Jackson now.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I think Drake is in that air. That's why I don't look at him as like the black dude that raps.
And
But what
then-
about Yachty?
But like having Drake and Yachty don't mean
That makes perfect sense. Drake and Yachty are friends.
Yeah, they're like-
that's
yeah.
kind of like yeah,
For
yeah.
lifers.
But it also doesn't mean that you should even dub the question Elliot Wilson, because I think he's the one who dubbed the question like,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
why is Drake? It's not even enough niggas to even dub the question like what's going on? Why are these black artists not coming to hip hop media?
To hip hop media, yeah.
And it really comes down to like
Are
what
there
hip hop
enough-
media has to offer. And
Right.
are there enough cool black media?
Outlets outside of the typical radio station, Breakfast Club,
Because being
Rap
cool is a part of
Radar.
it.
Yeah.
And like, as cool as Speedy is, it's Speedy. I don't
Yeah,
think Drake would want to talk to Speedy.
Yeah, because
I think he would, but I don't think it's like
No, it's not something that he would set the time aside
like yo,
for.
let's sit down, let's have a
Right.
convo.
Drake is at the point in his career where doing an interview is a chore. Like before,
Yeah.
he would be excited. Like early on in his career,
Yeah.
I'm sure he'd be
Yeah, he
excited
would-
as a
he was
motherfucker if
excited to go to
Charlamagne wanted to
Funk-
ask him a question.
Or Funk Flex. You know, he was going up to the Funk Flex's radio shows and doing shit like that.
But
so.
he's at the point in leverage to where they need him more than he needs them. So it's like at that point, it's like you kind of like, this is minuscule now.
Yeah.
And
he's only gonna want to do fun shit like laying in the bed with a white girl with big titties who's asking him awkward questions under mimosas.
Right.
Cause you know, just marketing wise, you know, it's shit. Shout out to his team. Shout out to Drake team for telling him about this white bitch. Cause
I guess so.
It's literally the perfect timing. Like,
Yeah.
It's just perfect. Like
And then not only outside of that, so let's talk about another white content creator.
Is it a woman?
This is actually a guy. So did you guys see Jadakiss sit down with that white dude, Andy
Yes.
Friedland?
Yeah, I like. He's cool. He's cool.
Y'all seen him before?
Nah, that was my first time as well.
Did y'all watch that interview? I watched that interview.
I only watched the part when he was talking about Kanye and his 6 different personalities.
Oh yeah, he's met the first 4. Or whatever like that. Like he liked the first 3 Kanyes, and he's not as much of a fan as of the last couple Kanyes or whatever like that.
Yeah.
So I watched the whole thing, and
He's
it
pretty
was
funny.
It was interesting. It was I don't know exactly who that guy was. I don't know exactly who he is.
Yeah.
But he's a
Look.
Jewish white guy, which Jews and Jewish people and hip hop are just like, it's like hand in hand. It's like
We're cousins.
yeah, but it's like they've always had their hand in hip hop. I feel like for so long.
Have they? Well, I don't think it's specifically hip hop.
And
They've
it's-
had their hands in entertainment for a while.
It's
And entertainment covers a lot of different facets.
I'd
It's
say hip
film,
hop. I'd say hip hop too.
because hip hop is entertainment. It's music.
Yeah.
But it's also like I think it's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think it's perfectly fine, especially if it's, you know, it's like no real good way to put it, but he's not like a vulture like this white dude.
Is he?
I don't think so. I don't think just like at this point we're making white a problem, which I'm not trying to do.
Right,
Like just
right.
because, like, if anything, these niggas are the problem. Let's talk about Jadakiss because these niggas, the platform was already created. The LLC was already written down before
Right,
these
right.
niggas came on to their platform.
Okay.
So really, we need to be talking about Jadakiss and Drake and Lil Yachty being a fucking coon
Yeah.
instead of these
Okay.
niggas having a platform that they already created and established.
Right.
Whether they was getting views before the niggas came,
Gotcha.
it doesn't matter. It's like
Yeah, because at the end of the day, Drake is not there against his will. He
Bro.
chose to go there. This white woman can't help that her titties are large and that her privilege is going warm with these type of things.
C36.
Were the titties that great to you?
They're not
they're
that
big.
great,
They're
but
big.
it's just the only thing that matters to me about it.
But it's important though, because she's in the bed with big titties.
Yeah,
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Where else would you be?
It's a prop.
You know?
Anything that's in frame is a prop.
Shout out to all the white people talking to black people.
Because
Shout out to-
imagine,
The only thing I didn't like about the Jadakiss interview is that they were doing too much. Oh yeah. It was a little too much of that. Going
what you
on.
expect from white guys, man? You can't interview
I don't
rappers
know.
and be as cool as them niggas.
I don't
You
know.
asking
That
for
shit
the
was-
world.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
I am
lot.
asking for the world. That was
That's a
weird.
lot.
That's crazy, right?
Is it
You want
crazy?
your white people to be perfect.
Yes, I do.
Shit, we want them to be perfect. We want them to subscribe and like and share.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
But like if you say your favorite sport growing up was baseball,
Okay.
and you got to the point in your career in media to where you was interviewing all your favorite baseball players. Imagine if Dominicans was like you appropriating our shit because your favorite people you are now being able to interact with.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm just saying they was doing too much. It was too much of this. Yeah, just
It was-
dap me up every 5 minutes. Shit.
It
on
was-
camera.
it
That
was-
shit-
They're
that shit-
corny.
that shit- They are. Yeah,
It was
I
a
guess
little-
they can't help it, right?
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
But it's not like a bad thing. If anything, if we play our cards right, if we infiltrate their system
Right.
with these leaders,
Right.
the poets, the rappers,
Yep.
you
The
know,
riddlers.
it can work for us, not
Gotcha.
against us.
Okay.
But it all depends.
It's just so crazy.
Yeah, this motherfucker's back.
How the fuck? This shit is all over the place. This episode is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I almost want to pack this episode up.
We lack structure.
All right. I mean, let's just.
But there's so much of the cricket in there already, bro. You see what I'm saying?
it's like we're not just gonna stop it and find it. Like that's not gonna happen.
Yes, yes, it will.
Nigga said yes, we
Yes, it
will.
will.
Y'all want to try for 5 minutes?
Yeah.
I feel like we need to call Jackie Chan to help
Hey,
with
just
that
let the
shit.
short nigga jump back there. He gonna move.
Yeah, let's just try for 5 minutes.
We'll tell y'all when we come back what happens. Oh, y'all
Or
gonna
maybe
hear
we
this
can
shit.
just give a play-by-play of Lauren about to get attacked.
You know what I think I realized? You know what I think I just realized?
What's up?
I think we're being punished because I said we should name this episode for whites only. Can you pass my hat?
Dr. Umar Johnson's spirit is fucking
Yeah, can you just toss it over?
is haunting this podcast.
Yeah, I think that's what I think that might be what's haunting us.
Jesus, all this bad luck.
This is what happens when you sell out and you start making content for the Caucasians.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, obviously they don't want us to, you know,
It's like
obviously
Mary Poppins.
that shit was.
Yeah, no, that shit was.
that shit was graceful as hell.
Surprised they didn't throw it on your fucking head.
Right. But yeah, all right. So let's move over to the next topic. All right.
Oh wait, that stick is still back there. But fuck it. It's in the frame though.
Oh yeah, it's okay.
It'd be all right.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
They probably just not noticing that shit since you said so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's jump into 1950s journalism. So for this week's episode of 1950s journalism, the gift that keeps on giving, Elliot Wilson helped us create this topic, and he's become the headline of this topic for the last 2 weeks straight. So
Yeah, now this is just an excuse to talk about Elliot.
yeah, so Elliot decided to take a little 2023 journalism and go to Rolling Loud and do walk-up interviews.
Yeah.
And
TikTok content, huh?
TikTok content, you know, and as soon as he did that, as soon as he tried to jump out of the 1950s into the 2023s, Drake was in the comments on his goddamn head.
Jesus.
And
Like,
he
that's
was
what
like,
we doing now.
He was like, not after you've been complaining about me not coming to your platforms. You out here doing Yes Jules walk-ups?
Doing door-to-door sales.
Yeah, it was
Side
like,
talk
yeah.
question is.
Zoom in on that so we can read Drake's comment. You want to read his comment?
Where's it at?
Right there.
Laugh Out
Champagne.
Loud man sits on not coming to his platform for a second time, and now Elliot 10 toes doing Yes Jules run-up interviews at Rolling Loud. Several laughing emojis. Just admit that you've took over the big dog. Just admit that you've took over, big dog.
Calling a nigga old. Is that like asking a bitch's age? Like,
That's what we've done.
Calling people old?
We call that nigga old.
Yeah, but is it on the same level of like, you know, asking an older woman her age? It's like, you know, same
In terms
disrespect
of like, is it
level.
disrespectful? Nah. They're both factual statements.
Yeah.
Because age is there's nothing you can do about that. It's a number.
And I watched this little clip of him like doing that interview, and it was like he has no idea. It was like they're podcast length questions. They're not.
For real?
Yeah, they're podcast length.
I didn't see
questions.
that,
They're
yeah.
not like. Well, maybe you can pull it up. Type it. Go to academics and see if you can pull it up. But it's like, it's not clickable content at all. You know what I'm saying? So you know, like the whole TikTok and walk up, do the backstage interviews. It's supposed to all be kind of like lighthearted, clicky,
Rapid fire.
rapid fire, real clickbaity material.
But-
you got to go to academics Instagram page.
Oh, it's Instagram. I thought
But
you was
was
talking
it
about YouTube.
was it bad though? You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, because I mean, Elliot's a old school journalist, so. But sometimes that doesn't mean he always asks good questions. Sometimes
Yeah,
he
that
asks-
doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes he has bad questions.
Sometimes you kind of just you assume it's a good question because you know he should be capable of asking
right,
those.
right. But honestly, I don't remember the question, so obviously it wasn't that great. You know what I'm saying? I don't 100% remember. Damn, what the hell?
Yeah, what's going on with that?
I'm about to say, academics blocked you, man?
Nah.
Must have been in the niggas' comments talking crazy.
Nah.
Like them Selena Powell comments you made.
Or maybe Grand Wizard chat nigga, because that's where that screenshot was taken from.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that because this is tripping right now. I'm not sure why.
nigga Big Loon hacked our IP. But
Right,
it is interesting. Like, I wonder what Drake was doing when he responded. Like, he must have had a lot of free time.
He was probably
like,
in
you know,
that. He was
talk
probably
shit
in
about
that hotel room that they built in the middle of that Memphis arena. Like
Fresh off of munching.
Yeah, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Fresh off getting played. You know what I'm saying?
He was
by your local IG thought.
He was probably at their first interview location, his fucking house.
Right,
Nigga,
right. But yeah, it's like, do y'all think that these like 1950 journalists should be stepping into the new content? Oh yeah, Elliot respond.
Elliot responded to what? To what Drake said?
Yeah, on Twitter, and he was like, "Oh, it's wartime. Let's go."
What does that mean? What's the next plan of action now from Elliot?
I think he's gonna write a strongly worded essay in MLA format.
Yeah, he's gonna write an agitated article.
He's gonna write a review.
An MLA format.
He's gonna give that nigga half a star.
Times New Roman, huh?
I guess so. Yeah,
But
Times New Roman double
Bold
space.
font.
Man, this I think Instagram updated its preferences to stop you from viewing it while you're streaming from Streamlabs.
Twitter, yeah,
Really?
Twitter did that too.
Yeah, I think that's what it is because that seems to be what the case is. Because I'm live on Streamlabs right now, and certain platforms like I can't watch TV while I'm doing this because they think I'm trying to bootleg it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I think Instagram has just now done this as well because I've been able to pull up stuff on Instagram before. Can't do it now, so.
Go to just Google YouTube Trippy Red Elliot Wilson. One day ago, 6K views.
But nah, man, I like Elliot, you know, diving into the 2023, the new era of content.
He's getting out of his comfort zone. How much of a role you think that we had in this?
There's a role. We
definitely had a role. We definitely had a role in
Because
that.
you got to think, we were some young niggas.
Because I feel like a Rolling Loud street interview is something that he would have turned down.
He looks out of place.
He doesn't even. Yeah, he looks crazy out of place.
He's sweating profusely. He's not used to the degrees, the temperatures in these type of venues.
His arms is crossed.
Just let me know when you want to play it.
Yeah, get a
Yeah,
little
go
volume
ahead.
on that.
Wait, man.
Nah, yeah, this is the catalog, you know, having fun.
Got a lot of people. How do you feel about this tonight?
It felt good.
Yeah.
It's hot as fuck.
Yeah,
It's
right?
pretty humid, but
Worked you out the Jordans,
crowd
man.
was
The
there.
Jordans a rap? The Jordans is a rap?
what, the Jordans?
Yeah, the Jordans.
I had to take the Jordans off. Yeah, the feet had to breathe. Yeah, the feet had to breathe.
What's your favorite joint to perform?
I ain't gonna lie, I really enjoy performing all my music. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I do have like a special feeling for taking a walk, and Wish. Them two is like.
Elliot has no idea
I just
what those
feel the crowd
songs
a
are.
little different. I feel the vibe a little different. Just performing.
I'm not gonna lie,
is
this is the most coherent I've ever heard
extra,
that
like,
nigga
it
speak.
give me the extra emotions. I love performing.
That's only the thing too. Like we artists, like you appreciate the success, but like also that day one connection with your fans, right? That has to always feel special. Like the fans that was with you from the beginning in those early songs, right? Does that still resonate and still hold more weight to you?
Hell yeah. You know, I'll never stop performing on my old shit. It'll always be, you know, ran through regardless. I just like to build the catalog. I like to drop a lot of music so that way I can perform a lot more different things for people. So
I wonder if
I
there's
feel
some.
like when you did in the beginning, they didn't really understand the vision. Now people do that more often. I feel like you was ahead of that curve of like.
Yeah, I wonder if there's some beige
only 2 minutes long, we made it a minute.
going on in this bitch.
Yeah, they're feeding off each other's light-skinnedness.
Yeah. Interesting, right? But I think it doesn't seem bad. Like
It's just very generic, like, you know.
Yeah.
If this was
really.
You want to know what's entertaining? This sucks. You want to know what's entertaining? Search Brittany Renner doing Rolling Loud. That shit was entertaining. She almost had Kodak Black kissing her. She was lusted. She was a fangirling over Kevin Gates. That's entertainment. That's entertainment.
But that's not journalism, which is what you're supposed to be doing.
We're not here for journalism, okay? It's 2023.
Wait.
You're here to see fat booty bitches ask questions.
I'm here for entertainment.
One day you want to
That's not it.
Hell no.
That's not it.
They better play his shit.
Man, definitely turn that off. That's a minute with Mozzie.
Yeah, let's just watch that 1 minute with Mozzie.
All right.
Recently stopped drinking lean.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit.
You hear that?
See,
You
that's
Rolling
research.
Loud exclusive. Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit.
So what advice do you have for people out there who are maybe
Came out the gate with research.
She's aware of the subject she's interviewing.
Right.
That's step one.
Right.
She didn't say, "What's your favorite song to perform?"
Right.
She didn't ask.
Right.
So, do you appreciate your day one fans?
Right.
Obviously, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, those are my least favorite fans.
right.
I'm trying to get to the new ones.
Let's get to it. I did a little research on you. You quit lean. Talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
What does that mean? How do you feel, nigga?
Right. So
you having withdrawals?
And just
the energy was much better too.
Already.
Her ass is much fatter though, so that probably adds another element.
I mean, I would rather, if I just got off stage, I'd rather talk to Brittany Renner than
Brittany
Elliot
Renner
Wilson,
than
too.
a sweaty light skinned man.
To any man in general, but if you put an attractive female in front of me, yeah, I'm gonna have a much better enjoyable interview probably.
Which is why Drake doesn't do traditional black media. He would rather go see Big Titty Bobby.
But do we have to salute Elliot for trying? Is this the first step in evolution for
I
him?
salute any nigga getting out his comfort zone.
Yeah, definitely salute him for
intentionally.
getting out there because I think for sure this is something that he would have turned down
before.
No questions asked. He would have
Right.
turned this down before.
Right.
Like,
Word.
yeah, because I mean, shit.
There's
he
no
turned-
AC in the building.
Yeah, he turned down the complex everyday struggle. I mean, thank God he did because the show came out better. But at the same time, it's like that seems like more of that sounds like something that he would have said yes to before interviewing artists after they get off stage at Rolling Loud.
You think
like,
he gives
you know
a
what I
fuck
mean?
where Trippie Redd put his shoes?
Exactly. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like that.
Trippie Redd don't even care where he put his shoes.
Yeah, in terms of like quality of like the looks, being they normally put people who don't even have journalistic resumes on these interviews
because it's like
It was
below their pay grade.
Yes, Jules is
Yeah.
like the one who's like that's her job every year.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they got an esteemed journalist doing that. That's some.
But you know what? He kind of forced himself to like stay in the game longer than he really has to, because now he can't make a graceful exit without trying to like. If he leaves now, it's like he left on a bad game.
How long do you think it'll take him to up his game, though? Do you think he's even capable of upping his game to the 2023 standard?
I don't know.
Of what drives clicks?
No, and I don't think that that's what he should be trying to do. I think at the end of the day, you got to do what's in accordance with who you actually are.
You got to do your bread and butter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way to make real
But
toast.
you can do your bread and butter and like learn a new way to do your bread and butter. Like you can make something new for yourself that like kind of
but
stays
you
with
don't,
the times.
you want to bread and butter your own buns.
What you mean?
You don't want to conquer another nigga's arena.
No.
When it doesn't necessarily, when you don't have any stake in that.
Right.
Because it's unnecessary. Like, what are you trying to prove? You're not
True.
going to out young the young niggas.
That's true.
That's like
That's
trying
true.
to out tall Shaq. Like, nigga, like, what are we
That's not gonna
doing
work
here?
out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe there's just some sort of evolution he can come up with that like make I don't know.
I'm not
it's
saying
obviously
this
bothering him enough to where he's trying to make changes of some sort.
Yeah.
You know
And
what
I'm not
saying?
saying it's impossible. I'm never shit on the nigga's dreams. But I don't think it's very necessary for him at this point in time.
No, it's not necessary.
So you think this is hurting him more than helping him?
I think this is the uncle at the barbecue trying to prove he still got it and he's going to pop an Achilles.
Right.
Yeah,
In the
yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
process.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think you don't think he popped his Achilles yet?
Nah.
Nah,
He
he's
ain't
still
been out
Elliot
his
Wilson.
comfort zone yet.
Yeah.
This is out of his comfort. Well, Drake clapping him and it kind of makes you not want to come
Pause.
back out. Yeah. Pause.
And
but this could make him not even want to step back out. You know what I mean? Like the one time you do step out of your comfort zone, Drake is in your comments.
That's him popping his Achilles potentially, though. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't even Drake putting those emojis might have been a joke. Like this could all be like some
subliminal light skinned nigga
like
shit.
subliminal light skin joke fun. You know what I mean? This is how they joke around.
that don't look too
that
jokey to
ain't
me.
no joke. He's laughing at him.
Yeah, that looked like he was laughing at him.
He's laughing at him.
Directly in his face.
Comparing him to Yes Jules.
Yeah, he's laughing directly at him.
Yeah,
He's laughing at the fact that what we all see, Elliot's not like owning up to the old man role, and just
The
like
OG.
the OG, and just saying like, bro, my content is different than y'all's. This is how I do it, and this is how I do it. Like what you're saying essentially.
You to stand on your shit.
Stand on your shit.
Your foundation.
Yeah, instead of being like hurt by the people saying that they don't enjoy your shit. That's okay. You're an OG. You've done so much already.
And it is understandable to like where you feel like there's a bunch of people complaining about some shit, like you might want to try to fix that.
Yeah.
Right.
So I kind of sympathize with him, but I just don't see it as being necessary.
I feel it.
Do you and you at the point in your career to where it's like you're not trying to prove anything.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like
You shouldn't be.
You should be. I'm not. I don't want to rush any nigga retirement, but you in that like fade out stage.
He shouldn't care about any of this.
He shouldn't.
We already talked about this. We talked about all of every all aspects of this Elliot Wilson.
Yeah, he
nigga.
should just be on some pivot
And
shit.
it's crazy how like this was like 3 weeks ago. That means like we started this.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't tripping like this until we did our shit.
Yeah,
So
really
this
wasn't, bro.
means
Yeah.
that Menace Material
We're irritators.
Doing something.
very
Yeah.
irritable.
Inspirers and irritators.
Facts.
But yeah, I agree though. He just needs to do his own thing.
It's just time for the next pivot. Bring somebody else in.
And whatever
And
that
be his OG.
next pivot is, it's just it has to be, creative.
If anything, he should probably be trying to save print.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
save print.
Yeah, because it's I don't even want to say it's dying. Like, nigga, when's the last time you read a magazine?
I did just buy one 2 days ago, but I bought it as
pictures or was it words?
It was mostly pictures, and it was and I bought it as a joke. I bought a tabloid magazine.
Oh, okay.
So it was like a joke because I wanted to see how. I just wanted to see how ridiculous the shit was in there. So it wasn't even. I was not buying it for the articles.
Ben Affleck and J-Lo buy a new house.
It was Jeffrey Epstein on the cover. I was like, oh, they're bringing this story back alive again. This shit is old as hell. They had pictures of his dead body in there. It was crazy.
What?
It's right over there. I'll show it to you later.
Jeez.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, hey, Elliot's out here trying to keep up. You don't have to though,
because you're already,
you're already that nigga.
You already do what you do. Just try to do it better.
That's it.
Know what I mean?
And honestly,
print. I would love to see a nigga do that. That's interesting.
I don't think that's impossible.
It's gonna be a new medium. You got to do something different.
He could die trying. You see? No, he has a task
he could
to
die
dedicate
trying.
his life to.
That's true. Yeah, that'll keep him busy to the end of the day.
That'll keep him busy.
I don't know what he could do.
That'll keep him. That'll keep us off his case. You know, we don't read.
Yeah, we definitely not doing that. Yeah, I'm not waiting for an Elliot Wilson article or a Beat Out article. That ain't happening.
Nigga, the source.
Nigga, it's Friday. Nigga, they about to drop. Nigga, that's not happening.
Oh my God, hell no. That sounds hilarious.
That does. I haven't waited to read something in so long. Like,
and it's Elliot Wilson's words.
Right? Yeah. So,
nigga.
I think what he could do to keep up, I think what he could really do is just get different editors for the podcast. Number one, ask different questions that are less serious,
or
and actually try to like get to know the person,
right?
And then have better editors.
Or why not go mogul mode?
That's the other mode. That's
you get to the point where you played and
go OG. Just go to assist mode.
You did your solo career. Now you go coach, GM, scout somewhere.
That's the pivot right there.
Yeah, that is what he should do.
Yeah, it's literally.
But he doesn't understand. But see, the problem is he's only going to be scouting people writing paper still.
And he might pull a Charlemagne, pick up a Loon.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
he's only gonna pick Loons up. Like, and he'll probably pick up like whatever will be worst. I don't even know what's worse than Loon. But at least Loon can generate some clicks for being like stupid as hell. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Elliot's gonna pick somebody up who writes the hell out of a newspaper article.
Who's even more boring than he is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because in order to pivot like that, you got to first find the appreciation for the youngsters to be able to bring the right ones up.
Yeah, you got to understand that. You got to understand what that value even is to even be able to find it. So,
nigga was gonna go and put on his local librarian.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's just not be good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he definitely goes to the public library.
All right, let's see.
Elliot Wilson.
So Danny did a video that was interesting. He's done a couple of videos recently about Rory and Maul podcast. We haven't talked about them in a long time.
I forgot they were existed.
Yeah, so the Rory and Maul podcast, apparently, when they left, when they started the show, they got some big bag from some company or whatever. But apparently that contract is almost over. However long that deal was, 2-3 years or whatever. So Danny was pretty much making a video like, what's the fate of the Rory and Maul show when
what's the state of the union?
Yeah, what's the state of the union when they don't have that big backing? They'll be technically independent because the era of like podcasts getting signed to big bags are pretty much over. So like you keeping a podcast going independently without a big financial structure, that's all comes down to the love of the sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was just Danny was pretty much saying like, we can tell that they don't really care about it that much. So what's actually going to happen? Like, are they going to just like float around for another 6 months, maybe a year, and then all of a sudden episodes start coming out slowly?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
few weeks off in between.
All of a sudden, there always seems to be a reason for an episode not coming out.
Shorter episodes, drier commentary.
Right. So
that's the signs of a dying podcast.
Start seeing them niggas in the complex office like, yo, why are you there?
Yeah, exactly. What
about y'all's studio?
So that's one of the things that Danny's video pretty much questioned. And then another one was he was kind of just talking about how Maul doesn't hang out with anybody a part of the show.
Yeah, that's something I was thinking about. What happens to the credibility or in terms of like being the victims in the situation of Rory and Maul if they end up beefing?
Oh my God, if Rory and Maul start beefing like after this whole, once they go, man, that's going to look bad.
Joe's going to have a field day with that shit.
Everybody will. Yeah. Everybody will.
Academics.
I mean, it's like they can't beef. Even if they have a bad falling out, they can never publicly be at odds.
Which is what my greater point is that they got to be friends just because.
Yeah, they do.
Just to keep up the image.
Well, that's the thing. And that's the thing that Danny was kind of pointing out. Maul has always kind of said he don't hang out with none of them outside of the podcast. He didn't even go to Rory's album release.
Okay, because when you first said that, I was like, grown ass men, the fuck you want to hang out for? Right. But that's kind of strange.
That's kind of strange.
Your homie album release.
Yeah, and especially when like he was in LA. I think he was in LA too
for such a sensitive album.
Yeah, you know what I mean, and especially like for your boy, you know, like so Maul's playing a really good. We're buddy on screen. Now, Danny was saying in his video he thinks people on podcasts should hang out outside of the show, which I guess we do. I was thinking about us for a second. And I was even thinking about the 3-0 podcast. It's like we hang out, but we don't hang out like every week. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, every so often we'll link up and do something, but it ain't like I don't think it's totally necessary.
Not at all. Yeah. Nah, it's like if I'm making money and I know y'all making money, it's like, hey, we hanging out, nigga. We on the same frequency, you know what I'm saying? And niggas is working.
Yeah, niggas, we be at work, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got life.
How much time does niggas have?
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. It's like so yeah, I don't know. So that's what Danny was saying. He thinks that it takes that to
that's some shit that sounds good, but it's not truly necessary.
It's not, because they all thought that we've known each other for our whole lives.
For fucking years.
Yeah, and niggas, we just met each other about 7 months ago, low key. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a comfortable couch, nigga. What can I say?
So it's like,
some good brothers.
Yeah, so people definitely thought that we went back over 10 years, and that's not the case at all. So I don't fully believe that part of it. But yeah.
You do. It has to be some camaraderie.
There's definitely got to be that.
But it doesn't have to be built by doing extracurricular activities.
We don't have to go bowling together to build that camaraderie.
You know what I'm saying?
At that point, it feels mandatory. It doesn't feel real now.
Yeah,
like, come on, guys, let's go on a team morality trip.
Right.
Go to the museum or some shit.
And I feel like our talking, like I feel like our bonding is like we bond like on the couch, pause, but like we do so much. But we do so much like off camera talking before and after shows too.
And plus,
you know
like
what I'm saying?
we've been to places before.
We
and
have.
It's happened naturally. It's like, yo, y'all gonna be there probably.
It's like niggas are downtown right now. Like, where y'all at, nigga? We a couple blocks away. Pull up on me. You know what I'm
feel me?
saying?
And shit like that.
Yeah.
But nah, you know.
I
don't know if I want to plan a night out with y'all niggas.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sounds kind of gay.
Yeah, it sounds
Well, that hurts my feelings.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
No, not really. I'm just.
but if we talking basketball, niggas will pull up to a court though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd gladly hurt y'all niggas' feelings.
Yeah, you can't hurt my feelings. I'm not invested enough.
Can't hurt mine either.
You gotta take your shades off.
Yeah.
Can't hurt mine either because we still ain't played one-on-one.
Nigga,
yet, so.
I'm here for the Apple Watch for the fill. I'm here to fill these rings up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas go to war over that court.
Stay far away from that shit.
War it turns into.
But yeah, I am interested to see what the Rory and Maul podcast becomes after this company doesn't partner with them anymore. I don't even know who they're signed to, honestly. I thought somebody said Spotify. Who gives a fuck? They're signed to somebody that gave them a bunch of money.
An Asian company like Kyrie.
Yeah, that's all that really matters. And I don't know what's going to happen with it because, I mean, Rory seems like he cares a little bit more, but Maul definitely don't seem like
he give a shit for real.
He gives a shit for real. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like he has a lot of money somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
think it just,
It's almost like this is like it's not even a side gig. This is the side to the side gig.
Yep.
Yeah.
He kind of just does it. It's kind of like a habit.
Yeah, it's like
he podcasts like he's smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, I told people I would be here every Tuesday at this time, so I just go. But I got plenty of other things to do. You know what I'm saying? But that is kind of weird though, like that he didn't even go to like. I can understand if I don't go to everything that y'all like or somebody would do outside. I mean,
you can't go to everything
because you can't go to everything. But like, if you have an album release, I'm definitely pulling up to your album release. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's crazy.
There's like like there's certain things that like like a birthday. I'm gonna pull up for a birthday.
Like,
you know,
what I'm saying? Like,
so that is kind of weird that he didn't go to the album release.
That doesn't even feel like we're not. That's not like we're not friends. It's like I don't really fuck with you like that.
That's kind of what that is. That's something like you fly in state for.
Yeah,
it's like having a baby, nigga.
That's like a bachelor party.
Yeah, it's like a bachelor party. It's like that's pretty serious. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty serious, especially if you're in the same city. You know what I mean? Or we have the money. You know what I'm saying? Like you have the money and you have the free time.
You got the money and the means, and you still don't have the motivation,
the morality.
Yeah, so
yeah,
that's a little weird. But I am interested to see. I mean, we haven't talked about them in so long. I don't know what the hell is happening on the Joe Budden. I mean, in the Rory and Maul podcast. I literally don't know what the hell. I don't know.
Might be over.
It might be. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they do. I don't know what they talk
still
about.
going up.
Yeah, I wonder what they talk about.
Every so often when I see a clip on Instagram, I'd be like, the Rory and Maul podcast. Keep it scrolling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. They just never, nothing really draws me
Maintaining
in
the mediocre, you know, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
You know, they got some Island Boys content. That's good. That shows that they're keeping up with current events.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Good. One thing that Danny did bring up, though, and he was saying, just like stressing how lazy they are or like how much they don't care, is like Rory and Maul have always had A1 sketches. And once they got that bag, they didn't do a sketch for like damn near 2 years.
They've been paid. They've been well fed. There's no need to go eat.
Yeah, now that the contract's ending, it's like they're trying to start to do things now. But it's like, damn, nigga.
Yeah,
Like,
their thumbnails changing.
where was your moment? Where was that hunger for those 2 years? But
that's, well, you know, apparently that's what Joe Budden's problem was with him partially.
Yeah, where I can't get you to try
Lack
harder.
of ambition.
Yeah.
How much money does it take for you to slack off for 2 years?
I don't know. Yeah, that is interesting too. Well, you know what makes it even more interesting is like when I hear somebody, okay, if any of us in this room that we live in the South get $1 million deal, right? That's number one. I feel like we all know that's not forever money.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we all understand that, but we also understand that like $1 million for us in the South will stretch 10 times further than $1 million in New York City.
Right.
Yeah.
So like even when the rumors was they got like a $10 million deal, if we account for taxes, you're already at 6, and then you divide that in half.
It's $3
million a piece. I'm like,
And then the team.
And then the team, but I'm like, nigga, in New York.
Yeah, that's gonna go fast.
That sounds like
you're gonna blow that within
5 years, maybe.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If you're like, and it seems like they live a pretty decent life to where
decent.
Yeah, a real decent life to where you get the sneakers that you want.
They're probably
you know
spending
what
more
I mean?
than they should, low key, for that.
So I don't know. you know?
Well, Maul does have on the same fitted in a couple of these pictures, so they might be modest men.
But there might be clips from full episodes though.
Yeah, well, they might just be
you're
reusing.
right.
They just might be reusing cover because well, shit, we done that.
You're right.
Yeah.
Reuse the same clipped out image, so he don't have to, Lauren don't have to spend the time to do
Right.
it. If we
Right.
forgot to take pictures, so
You're right. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm thinking. Like $3 million a pop in New York City
For these guys.
For these guys that travel, go to events. So I don't know if they're bottle buyers or strip club participants. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know all their vices and how much money they might spend in vices, but just living in New York City and traveling the world, that's an the $3 million ain't nothing, it feels like.
It's not, bro.
But it's, you're not stopped. The goal isn't to stop after that. The
Right.
goal is to keep continuing and to build upon that 3 million.
But that might have, but $3 million for them might be enough for them.
Victory defeated them.
But
for Maul at least.
Right, but
Rory clearly has more ambition.
They still doing other things too, though. They still doing like live shows and stuff like that, so they getting a little bread on that.
Okay.
And I'm sure they have like other events. They may like do like pop ups or something. I'm assuming they do like club appearance. I don't know, some shit.
I don't know what they do.
Walkthroughs
Yeah,
or something.
I don't know what they do, bro. I really
don't know. It's all speculation.
Yeah.
They could be doing what G Herro fucking. Nah, I ain't gonna put him on.
Which is crazy.
I ain't gonna put
that kind of blew my mind. I was like, this nigga is going to jail for 5 years, and it's
Yeah.
just
And it's kind of like it seems normal. I
Yeah,
don't know what it is
right.
about it.
All rappers
seems
get
like-
arrested. That's
Yeah, it
just
just
what
seems
happens.
like- it
Them
seems like
niggas
nobody-
die and go to jail.
And then
religiously.
a little sidetrack, but the mama, don't worry, nigga. He in jail too.
Yeah. Oh,
Mama,
yeah.
don't
For murder.
worry.
Yeah. He's in jail for attempted murder or murder or
He's a
something like
survivor,
that.
nigga.
Yeah, he
He's
did.
a
He
felon.
survived.
Yeah.
But he's facing them boys now.
All rappers go to jail. We got so many of them that it doesn't we don't really look at the numbers. But I wonder what's the statistics on how this current generation's careers usually end. Our podcasters are in jail, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Big Loon is on the way, I feel like.
Oh man, you keep making threats online.
He's
yeah.
definitely in mental prison.
He's writing a ticket.
You know what I mean?
He's in mental shambles.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh shit.
Hopefully, Rory and Maul, they're not like fucking up. Like they're not.
Yeah, hopefully they invest good. I mean,
I think they'll be straight.
Who knows what they do? I know Rory will be good because it's obvious that he has
Yeah,
more
Roy
ambition.
look like the type of nigga with an Acorns account.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
that'd be
obvious he
good.
has more ambitions outside of just the podcast. But Maul, who fucking knows?
If Adam can come back from his situation,
No, Adam's built.
Where did
different.
Adam come back from?
Adam is built
He came back.
different. Oh yeah, let's move over to Adam. Actually, before we move over to let's move over to Adam. It makes sense. So yeah,
fuck it.
Adam and Wax Show. He finally, because I don't even care about the interviews Adam does about the whole tape, the gift that keeps on giving. This is 1 month later at this point. It doesn't matter what Adam says on anybody's platform. He can go to Bradley Martin, which he did, and talked about the tape, and he can go to TMZ and talk about the tape. He can do all that wolf and bark on the internet. When he gets in front of Whack 100, Whack 100 brings that nigga back down to earth.
To reality.
He's better than anybody else.
Talking to Whack 100 is like not wearing shoes on grass. You're gonna get grounded.
Yeah, man. Whack is like, Whack cut straight to it. He said, as a man, I don't care what you say. I'm worried about you because as a man, no man can watch their wife get came in, and then she got so into it, she took it out and eat it. I know that fucked you up. He straight up said that to his face, to the point that Adam edited the clip. There was a hard cut after that because his reaction must have been out of character.
Right.
And to where
he must have cried.
He must have said something, and because the very next clip,
he's Steinberg.
Whack is just like rolling into another question, and niggas is like, Whack got him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he clearly said something that Whack had Whack like, he was like, cut that shit out. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden the editors worked.
It's tricky because at first I thought Adam wasn't really tripping off of it.
Yeah.
But maybe
it's eating him up now, I think.
It's starting to develop. Like,
I think so.
Because people think he is mad, it's getting him to that point.
I think it's a little bit more. The thing that really threw him off his pivot was when Jason Love started doing interviews. He was fine until Jason Love started doing interviews, and it started with that fan bus thing that we talked about last week, where he was talking about
pie cream.
Yeah, and he was really just saying, and then he also said, obviously I did her better than her husband does. So Adam said on the Adam and Wax show, he was like, me and my wife were doing great until he started running his mouth and kind of messing up the situation, and he's claiming it made her feel bad. Which is true, and I believe it a little bit because I think this is the sick part that like the Adam and Lena people don't understand. It doesn't matter how kinky you are, right? Any man who will hit your wife and also say, I wouldn't let my wife do the same thing that I'm doing to your wife. Yeah, there's a respect there. There's a kink level of respect where y'all wanted to do this, and that's fine. I respect it. But on a man level, obviously I look down on you.
Right.
Because I wouldn't have done that. So what's hurting them, I think, is they thought they were on the even respect level. And when in these interviews, he's like, nigga, I literally wouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? And now...
Nigga thought he was getting punked when he got the message.
Yeah, he thought he had a friend in him. And it was like, you're not respecting it. He's like, no. It's not. He's respecting his job. That's why he did his job.
Yeah.
But
very well according better than any job has ever been done on
according to Lena. But you're not. Y'all think that no. You have like Lena. You have control over Adam. You don't have control over this man. You know what I'm saying? This man, Jason Love, knows only a weak man will let another dude pipe his wife out on camera a month after they got married. That's how Jason's thinking. Just because I don't share that. If I say anything about y'all, I'm not disrespecting y'all, but it's like it's weird. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, shout out to Jason Love and his whole like fake taxi interview. Or whatever the fuck that was.
He was on Horrible Decisions. That just dropped today.
Shit.
Oh shit! I watched that episode.
I started watching it like 5 minutes before y'all got here. I'm not finishing that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, hell no. I'm not finishing.
What happened?
It was just like. They were like fanning out some because they're little freaks.
Yeah,
Mandy and Wheezy.
They probably got piped
and
out
it
right
was
after,
just like
right before.
it's what? What?
Yeah, with his big black piece, huh?
They probably got piped out right after.
He said that shit like Steinberg. He said it like Steinberg.
That's fair.
He's like, you think they got piped out right after?
That's fair.
It came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere like a subconscious. I was like,
no, I was like, yeah, they probably just getting piped out before or after. It's probably because Matone House said it.
Yeah, it was. The tone was crazy.
Yeah. It sounded like you rubbed your hands.
Yeah,
Nah,
it did.
It sounded like you was trying to tell you if your hands was sticky.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I mean, like 5 minutes in, I don't know. It was just
Yeah.
like this episode's not for me. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
It's for the
I saw,
bitches.
I saw a little clip where he was talking about Adam and Lena again, pretty much saying the same thing that he has been saying on the fan.
Pussy was
You know
tight.
what I mean? But
Would never
but
do
I
it.
thought I was like, oh, maybe I'll watch the beginning of it. But like 5 minutes in, I was like, yep, not finishing this episode. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I
was about
mean?
to say,
It's just like it's for women. You know what I'm saying? That
It's
episode,
one of those where they just going crazy over there.
yeah, because it's just like talking about it's. We can't even get past how attractive this nigga
Oh,
is.
yeah,
like we're
that's
talking
crazy.
about that.
Oh,
For
it's-
we're
that's
talking
a
about
dub.
that for 5 minutes.
That's a dub.
I'm good.
Yeah.
If there's any viable clips, they'll
They'll find you.
Because I've never actually watched a full episode of their show. I actually really haven't even watched their clips, honestly.
I know them bitches don't know he has a book. And he's a published author. You know what I'm saying?
28 page novels.
They definitely didn't ask that nigga how will Bill becomes a law.
Yeah,
Definitely not, nigga.
I've only been
28-page
exposed to
novels.
them really through like Brilliant Idiots. More than
I-
anything.
Literally.
When I first heard about them, I listened to a couple of their full episodes, not all of them, which is interesting because like Horrible Decisions, I would struggle to watch a full episode, but I could watch a full episode of Lip Service though.
I feel that. Yeah, I
You
can
know
watch
what
that.
I'm
I can
saying?
watch that. But
I could watch a full episode of Lip Service, but not Horrible Decisions.
But through my
It's-
through my exposure to them, it's like I really only kind of fuck with Weezy for the most part.
That's how I'm on the same vibe too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good on Mandy.
Horrible Decisions are those two
Light skinned chicks.
Oh, okay,
One with short
okay.
hair, one with Wheezy is like part of the Flagrant world as well too.
Right.
Her and Alex Media.
Yeah, her and Alex Media own the studio.
Own the
Yep.
Can you look them up?
own the
Yeah.
WTF studio.
I
Weezy.
got you.
But yeah. Mandy's voice drives me fucking insane. So
Which is important in podcasting.
Yeah.
You gotta like what you're hearing.
But sometimes I like people with annoying voices. Like I think L'Oreal has an annoying voice, but I like L'Oreal.
I can't stand that bitch.
For real?
Whoa. Weren't they signed to Joe?
Well, Mandy was.
Mandy on the right was.
Yeah, Mandy was.
Okay.
She was. But yeah, that's her though.
Okay. I mean, I don't know.
What you mean?
How do you
seem
feel?
entertaining?
I'd do it. That's your
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
They seem entertaining. I was not about to objectify them, Mr. Faithful.
No,
Nigga.
I thought you was doing the Drake thing.
No.
Mandy,
I was
Weezy could definitely get it.
I can't tell if you're trolling us right now. You
I don't know if I'm
Steinberging us,
either.
nigga?
I don't know if I'm either too. Nah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would. Stop it.
I
How
wouldn't.
do we get there? But yeah, so
From Adam22
yeah, Adam.
and Jason Love.
It's getting to him. It's getting to him. Matter of fact, I put the clip in there. I put the
Yeah,
clip
there's a
in the
bunch of
notes.
them in there.
No, that's not him talking about.
He's starting to lose his cool.
That's not him talking about. There's only one. It's called. There's only one clip talking about it.
This one right here on the Reddit.
What
Yes.
if Jason Love had like a regular sized dick, but he just fucked good? Would this be even a thing?
I think that's what's happening.
Nah, I think it's big.
This
Like-
sounds crazy.
Whoa, what? Did y'all just hear what the fuck I just said? What are y'all talking about? I said if this nigga had a regular sized dick, I said would it be a big, like would this still be a
It would
situation?
still be a big deal.
Yeah.
But one of y'all said, nah, it's still big. What did you say? Don't push it on him. What did you say? What did you
I said I
say?
think that's what's happening. And he said it's big.
Okay, I can't wait till Tuesday, nigga. I'm gonna rewatch this shit.
No, I said I think that's exactly what's happening. He was like, nah, shit is humongous. But that makes sense because last episode, y'all tried to make me seem like I was crazy for not preferring big black dick. So of course, you niggas will be the experts on big black dick.
No,
Okay, here we
no.
go. And you're the expert of white cock.
And that's how you have to say it too. White
You're
cock.
right.
Right.
This
Expert.
episode's for whites only. You know what I'm saying?
Holy shit.
It's a lot of white shit. Going
That's
on.
hilarious.
This is Adam. This is whack pressing Adam.
all right.
Why did you say that he's blackballed from having part two?
That was Jason Love.
That's who we talking about.
Right, yeah. Why I say he's blacklisted? Because he was talking too spicy on the interview.
What did he say wrong?
It was just being a little bit too much of like
The truth
downing
can
my
never be considered
penis
disrespect.
power. He's like, it's just the way he was talking about
You
it.
the one said that the man was whatever. You complimented his shit. You said the dude's like a something dude and whatever.
A something dude?
You said about it.
Big guy.
You said that.
I'll be real. It kind
But
of
it's, but it's funny because we understood what he was saying.
Exactly what he means, nigga.
It's like that's the only way to say it, nigga.
You gotta say this shit in onomatopoeia, nigga.
Bro, Whack is the fucking best, bro.
Choking like Lena.
Yeah, dog.
But do you understand Adam's point?
I definitely understand. I understand it.
Me either. Because I don't think that you can get mad at a nigga.
You want a nigga to respect you after you let him hit his wife.
Nah,
No, I'm giving you the facts.
It's a certain level of etiquette,
No.
right? That
Yes.
as businessmen, we got to have, you know what I mean? And once, imagine, like, even though you wouldn't, imagine, you know, this happened to you and the dude goes on the fucking line. He's talking about how he pipes, you know, your girl better than you.
He fucking earned it.
But yeah, okay, but I'm a professional. That's why you hired me. You hired me because I was better. And on top of that, I'm supposed to stay silent while you go on a fucking campaign tour referring to me as the BBC?
That's not why he was hired. He was hired as the object, not because he was better. You get what I'm saying?
He was hired as both.
No, he was hired as, nigga, like,
the fantasy.
It's like when you rent a Phantom for a music video. Like, nigga, you need the coolest car. He was the coolest car. He wasn't like...
Yeah, but you can't keep talking. You can't keep talking about me and referring to me as an object and think I'm not about to give my opinion. I think it's been disrespectful how they've been
referring to him.
I feel like it's been disrespectful how they've been referring to...
Yo, a bunch of natural shit.
Yeah. I feel like it's been disrespectful how they've been referring to Jason Love this entire time.
Yeah, they've been treating him like
haven't
King
even
Kong, right?
Bro, they literally haven't even been calling his name. They've been calling him the BBC.
The Beast.
That's crazy. Like...
That's good Brandon, though. That's good marketing for him.
AJ, if you were the Beast, if that was your, like, your what's
your
it called?
moniker.
Your moniker.
Your moniker of Raleigh.
That's not his moniker, though.
But if
people made it your moniker.
If that was yours.
Okay.
If you were the Beast.
Okay.
Like, you walk in a room and, like, niggas like, yo, that's the Beast.
You were the dick that they called upon to fuck people's wives, nigga.
Okay.
Or it's not even, it's just, nigga, you were referred to as the Beast.
The Kraken. How could you, or why would you not want to be the Kraken?
How are you going to find that disrespectful?
Well, the only reason is because maybe this is
because
exactly.
It's okay.
It's a white man. It's already got that. It's already that weird racial thing going on, and then It's like
I feel that
it's got this. My wife picked the best nigga in the stable, and we let you in the house to fuck her, and now you got the nerve to talk about her.
Yeah.
And talk about me. Yeah, I fuck better than the slave owner.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh nigga, you ain't finna be talking. We banning you from LA now.
Well, you see the most disrespectful, one of the most disrespectful things you can do to a man is to fuck his girl. After that, talking about it, that's like that. There's a bigger issue here.
He's having an issue with everything but what actually happened.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Because the actual fucking part is just strictly business. That was just its own thing. It doesn't even matter.
It was a little bit of pleasure too, but yeah.
It's
It was
like it didn't
definitely
even
business
happen.
though.
It's like they both found pleasure in it. Adam probably liked it too.
It's also the response like that he listed it from Adam's wife. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it even crazier.
And then it was like the way he was saying it, like, yo, like my piece went numb. I ain't even know I nutted. You're like, nigga, how is that possible?
Yeah, I ain't never heard that shit like that. That is kind of crazy. Yeah. That whole him explaining how he ended up nutting her, that shit didn't make no damn sense. To me.
Whenever he talks about fucking a girl, it's literally only he can experience it because it's only him with it.
Yeah. There's only one Kraken.
It's only one beast.
There's only one beast.
Yeah. It's only one.
But yeah, let's watch the.
It's only one beast.
Let's watch the rest of this film.
Shit up for me and my girl because beforehand he seemed like a good participant in all this, and we even watched the tapes.
Y'all niggas pause so much.
But real quick.
Participant.
Yeah, I caught that too. But is it weird that he keeps referring to his wife as his girl?
Yeah, it's always been weird. He's been doing that since they've been engaged. The nigga's weird, bro. This nigga Adam is a fucking weirdo. Like, let's not lose ourselves. This is a white person episode.
He pays somebody to fuck his wife, and I'm asking if that's
that
weird.
Adam does. He's like Adam is like the definition of like this white boy with no morals that will do anything for money that some actions can't be described.
He's a
but
slut.
It's fucking weird. It's
Yeah.
capital. It's like it's weird. It's just weird.
Let's continue. Let's see.
Hand, he seemed like a good participant in all this, and we even watched the tape together. We were kind of turned on by it. We had been fucking like crazy, and then that whole thing happened with him speaking out of turn about me, and she was so bummed about it that she said she can't even like watch the tape, and I don't want to watch it. So now it's like we gotta fast forward past that shit because he kind of ruined it.
She's only doing that because you start crying.
I was not crying.
Nigga, she received orgasms.
No,
she
no.
climaxed.
Who told you
Motherfucker,
that?
what you mean that
There
now
was
she's
no-
bummed out about it?
I'm gonna have to consult the record books now. You are alleging that there was an orgasm.
She telling you she didn't come? That's how you know she did.
I love that people like you think everything in porn is real.
He ate her pussy. The bitches told me. How did you say?
I love this nigga.
Yeah,
I absolutely love this nigga Wack 100. But does the fact that after Jason said what he said, they can no longer watch the scene prove that what Jason said was right? Like, if somebody said that they fucked your bitch better than you, and that got you upset to the point where you couldn't watch the video of you fucking this bitch, does that, like, are you kind of confirming what he's saying?
It is.
Like,
Well,
Lily can't even look at that shit no more because
Well,
it
that's the
reminds
thing,
her how
it's-
inferior Adam is.
She knew this is better than anything that I've been experiencing, and it's just like one of those unspoken things that she just wish he'd never said out loud.
But you see, I think she liked it.
She loved
but
it. She
I
loved
think that's how they just marketed. Like they exaggerated her liking it, and that was like the marketing tool. Like, yeah, baby, you know, you're gonna say you really, really enjoyed it. You know,
Right.
times that shit by 10, and
that was the marketing
and that's
tool.
what Jason Love
That was the
saw.
Yeah.
And so it's like, nigga, I showed you this hand. How you gonna try to play me with the hand I showed you?
Right,
it's
right,
like
right.
this was all a ploy in itself.
But a ploy
so
can
why are you
a ploy can like blow up on you.
It
So
can-
you can
the domino effect can
You know what I'm
fucking
saying? So
happen.
it's like he might have set this up for it to be some extreme like play into it, but when she get in the moment and she really fucking loves it, nigga, how's that going? Now that's gonna flip on Adam. He's on some shit like, well, goddamn, I set it up, but I didn't think it was gonna go this way.
Or
You think Adam popped the blue chew the first time he hit it after?
For sure.
Did you go in raw after that? Like, nah, you
He
got to
does.
go in with some, no, not like no condom. I'm just talking about no performance enhancers.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
just
natural.
so you can measure up.
Oh, I don't know. But yeah, Adam has definitely been he was having fun when he thought it was this like this sacred thing that the three of them had between each
Yeah.
other. But once
Yeah.
Jason just hit him with real nigga shit, like
I wouldn't be surprised if their sex life dies for a little bit.
But what if
it's died a little bit now? It was up when he thought they were all on the same
Yeah,
page, but
yeah.
now that he doesn't think that the person that he let hit his wife respects him,
He might not even get it up
as a man, it's not the same no more.
Yeah.
He loves us so much. You know, that's
he
probably
wanted
what
to-
happened with the Indians and the swastika. Like when, you know, the white people was like, yo, you know what this means in our country,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Mm.
Like,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it means something bad.
Right,
But
right.
it means something completely different.
To him.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's a good point, but it could be a reach at the same time.
Yeah.
I think he's at the point where he's complaining about everything that isn't the problem to help him avoid the problem.
Yeah.
Because the problem is something that's already done. You can't go back and unfuck your wife.
No, you can't. It's over.
So just avoid it. Just keep fucking reaching.
Yeah.
Just avoiding the topic completely.
But yeah, but he pretty much Wack was pressing his ass, bro. He had to edit the podcast, edit his reaction out. It was bad. But let's move over to what the real spicy stuff is.
Yeah.
Adam22 is taking crazy shots at Ish from the Joe Budden podcast and Joe Budden and the Joe Budden podcast in general on this episode. So Ish had some things to say about Adam. Because remember, Adam did go on the Joe Budden podcast before they got to this new skyscraper studio, and he was arguing with them about
The villain headquarters.
the villain headquarters, pretty much arguing with him about like
Culture vulgar.
being a culture vulture, pretty much. Adam is like, I demolish all the old black dudes in the room. Like this one white boy demolished these black dudes in the room, right? So after everybody saw Adam instigating that Instagram live beef that we talked about last week,
Yeah.
Ish got back on the podcast and had some words for him where he was talking pretty much about. There he goes again. He pretty much Ish also said he's a piece of shit.
Yep.
Like Adam's a piece of shit. Fuck him. Like he's an open culture vulture. All he's doing is posing black men and putting black men against each other. Blah blah blah. And then Adam came to the next podcast with Adam and Wack with that energy. That's coming last.
Yeah, that's the last one. This is the first one I pulled up.
Okay.
All right,
But
sorry.
yeah.
This is the first one I pulled up.
But yeah, let's watch this. It
The
was
26
just-
seconds of the
Shout
first
out
one.
Wack's shirt. He's really repping his fucking
The Pyrus.
It's hard on the sleeve.
I've been worried about you, brother.
Why are you worried about me? I'm great.
Oh damn.
I'm laughing all the way to the bank.
Skip that.
Get rid of that.
Yeah, that's the wrong one. We should have put that on the last one.
Oh my God. Anybody said, anytime a nigga say he's laughing to the bank means he's crying.
He did say that they made at least
With C notes.
seven figures. So he said that he's claiming they made at least 10 million.
I thought I saw something where Jason Love was saying he's only getting like 13,000 a day off that shit or something.
I don't know.
It was like a very surprisingly low number.
Yeah.
Shit, 30.
Should have read
How
the
many days?
Should have read the contract.
Right.
Sheesh.
Yeah, but you gotta, that's a lot, you know.
And then, you gotta understand, like, it's like you're just a big dick. Like, how much you think you're worth? Nigga? Like, nigga, you're not really like, you're not the fucking filmer. You're not the videographer.
You're not the personality type.
Yeah, but nah, he's more important than the videographer because without him, there's no bleak back dick to film.
Yeah. But here we go.
Ain't nothing special.
Yeah, but see, you thinking we need to know.
We should have more facts before we come on.
Yeah,
but we're
so-
still doing a lot better than a lot of podcasts where they have like no facts.
Yeah, you know.
I just listened to the Joe Budden podcast and heard this one fucking idiot just saying so many stupid things about
What
me.
idiot? You're not talking about Joe.
No, not Joe.
Joe's not an idiot.
One of them idiot co-hosts is. And
Joe
they're-
flamed Joe ass up, didn't he?
I mean, he tried. He took a L. He's still kind of
Joe
salty
did not
about
take
it.
a L. Come
You go watch the episode where I went on Joe Budden's podcast. You want to see a white boy eat alive a whole room full of
the
old
fuck
heads.
out of- I don't believe that shit.
Wait, you're not going to back up your own co-host?
Joe's my partner, but I don't think he took a L. Might have been a good one,
No, I fucked him up.
but not. No.
It was bad.
Nobody-
55th Street Alley.
Nobody's fucking Joe up.
No, I fucked him up.
He's not gonna let you. Joe's not gonna allow himself to be fucked
I think
up.
at that moment, Joe realized that he might not be the GOAT that he thinks of podcasting, and actually, I might be the GOAT.
Send me the fucking link.
Who's the
Adam.
GOAT?
Send me the link.
Who's the best podcaster ever? Spoiler, it's me. No, I don't even care.
The best podcaster ever. Howard Stern.
Can you pause?
Not a podcaster.
Yeah, that's not a.
No, he's on
That's
Sirius
not a
XM
podcast.
right now, nigga.
And first of all, No Jumper is going through a crisis. Why is he like doing their own research? Like, why is he researching his own topic?
I don't know. I don't know. But for
Y'all
this-
heard that?
Yeah. But for some reason, when he's on the Adam and Wack show, he likes to have the keyboard and he does Google searches while they're on the show sometimes.
That means whoever is behind the camera is incompetent and he doesn't trust
Possibly.
them.
Possibly.
But that's a whole nother guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wonder how far Wack 100 and Joe go for Wack to be like, yo, like nobody's just.
I think Joe is just black.
He's just synonymous with being unfuckwittable.
I think Joe's just black. And,
I think
you know,
Joe's. I think it's both. I think it's everybody's Wack 100's partner and nephew.
Right.
I think it's a little bit of that, but then I also think that Joe is also synonymous for. If it's an argument, 9 times out of 10, he's coming out on top.
winning. Yeah, that's true.
Whether he's right or wrong.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's mastered the flip.
which is why he said it might have been a good one, but I know you ain't wash him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So it was a good squabble.
yeah, it was a nice squabble, but Joe is unwashable. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Jesus.
this is what he does. This nigga he argues with, Dominicans. Yeah, this is what he does, you know?
Does it tell us why Ish just came at Adam?
Yeah, does it give the context on the whole Ish situation?
We can play the video. There's a Chicks video on that says what Ish says. But I just want to hear y'all. I want y'all to hear these shots that.
Oh yeah.
Because it's more than just Ish shots. He starts taking shots at Joe Budden too.
Actually, famously talked a lot of shit about podcasters.
You trying to be like Howard Stern?
Look at that. I only got 500,000 views. Should have done it on my platform. I would have gone way crazier. But 2 hours, 40 minutes, truth bomb featuring Adam22.
Wait, why you be hating on Joe? You know, Joe say he getting more money than you.
How? How's he getting any money?
Get the fuck out of here.
He got a Patreon and he got an AMP deal.
Come on, bro.
What?
You saying Joe broke?
I just wonder sometimes when I see him spending a lot of money on stuff, I'm like, where's that money coming from? I
he's a black man?
never heard a sponsor
he's
on
a
the
black
podcast.
man?
See, what you know, it's not about that.
Because he's a black man. You're questioning if he's getting money on podcasts.
I just wonder where it's coming from. I know where mine's coming from. I just sometimes wonder with him.
Nah, you know what?
They got a Patreon that goes crazy though. So
yeah, I mean he getting
It's
money.
probably
That's what
that.
we do know, and he's happy, and he survived the transition from rapping to doing something.
Well, I survived the transition from riding BMX bikes to doing this. So
You know, that's a sport.
You said that, nigga. That's a sport.
Right.
Poetry in a lot of different countries is a very serious thing.
What does
I think the biggest thing is when he said he's happy, and I think he left out to be nice. His wife isn't getting fucked in front of public.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
he's not
Like,
going through fucking drama every day.
right.
I forgot what I was about to say.
But I like, because Joe is not right to go at he can't really talk and beef with Gilly right now, even if it is for fun. I'm glad that Adam is just this. It's Adam against the world right now. It's like Adam versus everybody.
Yeah.
So I hope Joe flames him the fuck up. And he's still talking about that first appearance. That AMP interview that Adam and Joe Budden did, where you can hear Adam snorting coke as Joe is annihilating him for 1 hour straight.
That AMP interview was something serious.
That AMP interview was Joe. That was a Joe's masterclass.
Did y'all hear it?
No.
Oh, y'all need to listen to that.
The last Joe Budden masterclass I heard was when he went on Tech Stone.
Oh no, you're
Left
way
that man
behind.
in
No
fucking-
man, you have got to hear Adam22.
It was insane.
Nigga, the shit was bad. It was bad.
For
it
Adam.
was for Adam because it was right after. This is peak Joe. This is peak Joe, 100% shooting percentage. Like it was peak Joe.
Right after the collapse.
Right after the collapse. Like everybody's talking. Joe gets the first big interview and Adam makes everything worse. Everything worse.
Especially when you're going up against a force of nature that is Joe Budden in destruction mode.
Yes. He killed him, bro. Like, not even close. That's what Wack was talking about. He's like, didn't Joe wash you? Like,
break your back.
You talking crazy right now. Last time I saw Joe was on your goddamn head, nigga. Like,
Am I looking at Nick Cannon product placement?
That is. So this is actually Wack 100's diapers that he sells.
In that big ass box?
Yeah, he sells diapers.
For babies or elderly people?
Babies.
Wait, who sells these diapers?
In conjunction with Nick Cannon.
Yes. Nick Cannon lets him use Incredible Kids. Incredible.
Wack 100.
They go
Like
way
when he's
back.
gone, it's going to be a documentary.
Yes.
He's
that
involved.
says so.
He's one of the best people. He's one of the most important. He's one of the most important people in
life,
in culture, low key.
I'll take back what I said about him on our show a couple days ago that hasn't come out yet. Because he was in the club getting a fight broken up. Michael Jordan broke up a fight with him and Charleston White.
Exactly.
And at first I'm thinking, what's wrong with Michael Jordan that he's not rich enough to avoid niggas? That just shows the level of respect Wack 100.
Yes,
Wack
bruh.
100. And yeah, because he didn't.
Wack is that nigga, bro, for real.
He's
for
that
real.
nigga, bro.
Yeah, he's that nigga for real.
Because Michael
yeah.
Jordan was breaking it up like, fuck Wack again. Like,
Yeah,
Wack,
like-
chill. Like,
And but it's like Wack is that nigga, bro. Wack is that
is
nigga.
just saying.
And it was funny because I used to go hard on Wack, like this nigga is corny and lame and shit. But I was only watching Clubhouse Wack. I didn't know anything outside of Clubhouse Wack.
You didn't
So
know his negotiation
Yeah,
tactics.
so like the more I learned outside of Clubhouse Wack, I realized Clubhouse Wack is literally Wack's worst version.
Right.
Like this nigga's an all-star in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of business and stuff. You know.
and just his character,
Yeah.
Clubhouse isn't the perfect representation of somebody's character. and
Right.
What they stand for sometimes.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask y'all niggas, what does it say about Adam that every time he's on this podcast with Wack and I hear Wack speak, Wack sounds like the most rational, therapeutic nigga ever?
Because he is. Bro, he
He's
is.
old as shit.
Yeah, he is older. But anytime I've seen him and Blueface interact, they're having logical ass conversations. Like even when you hear Blueface dealing with any of these little girls that he dealing with, and Chris Sean and shit, the nigga never sounds crazy.
Yeah, nah, he is always deliberate discourse.
It's always clear, concise. When I hear him and Wack talk to each other, I'm like, this makes complete sense. Like,
He said that all checks out.
yeah, it all checks
That's
out
true,
that they work well together because Wack be on his shit, and as crazy as Blueface seems, I've never seen him say something that was
And
like
they pressed him in the parking lot, and he handled that very well.
He handles all his pressings well. Like
He handled that very well.
anytime he fights, and then when you get to see the conversation leading to the fight, it's like, hey, this is where we had to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like the nigga might have outsmarted them, and they got so mad that he outsmarted them. They want to rock. They want to fire off, and he's willing to do that.
Willing
too.
to do that as
So
well.
it's one or the other.
So
He's
it
the
is-
jack of all trades.
It is what it is. It's like Max being Papoose.
Yeah.
You seen that shit?
Yeah, I seen that
It's like,
shit, yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
This
uh-huh.
nigga Max B. The
This
wave guy.
this is more ish shots
Free
though.
him.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to hear them talk about these Pampers.
You got 6 different babies on the packaging.
Those are the incredible kids.
Ziggy, Ish, Nero, Monet, Sash, and Donnie.
They're all
Donnie,
different.
You're on here. Ish. I don't like that name.
What you mean? What's wrong with Ish? It's just a kid's
It's a
name.
weak ass name.
Why you calling the kid's name weak?
Kid's
so
gonna
you
grow
know
up to
that,
have
that's coming.
developmental
That's
issues.
gonna be
Wax didn't
part of
understand
the.
what was going on right there.
Yeah, why you calling kids?
It's okay.
Yeah.
But that was just more. It was just more.
It's
It was more
yeah.
ish shots. So
It's another ish shot, a little jab.
yeah. So I hope they get on there. I
Try to
hope
keep his
Joe
range.
Budden goes crazy on him. It reminds that ass whooping that he gave him on AMP.
Yep.
On AMP, and then I hope it. Well, I don't know. I don't think Ish can really go off just because I don't
Yeah, he
know.
won't.
I don't know. This nigga Adam said, "What's wrong with this Ish?"
Yeah.
Like, this nigga disrespected like.
But it's like Ish is going on. Ish's voice drives me crazy. That's another.
Ish's
ano-
name drives me crazy. Why that nigga name Ish?
Ish.
His name is Ishmael.
It's Ishy.
Ishmael, okay. This is
Yeah.
really
Well, I
name
think
makes
I thought his name. What they call him, Antoine. I don't know if Ishmael is anywhere else.
Ishmael. I heard. I watched the clip where they were talking about Ishmael.
Nigga name
Nah,
Ishmael.
his name is like Antoine. I don't know if Ishmael's a part of his name, but his name
Maybe
is
it's his
Antoine.
middle
and
name.
maybe,
Antoine
yeah.
Ishmael. The nigga father might be Muslim.
And some
Right.
people, what you call
Right.
it, like Flip was like, "Is your name Ishmael?" He was like, "Nah." Just like, "Why you call you Ish?" And then they just like left it alone.
Oh,
But
that's where I got it from.
yeah, but I don't know.
But I hope they drop 50 on that nigga next episode. That's what I hope. I hope
That would
Joe's-
be entertaining.
I hope Joe goes crazy because he had the nerve to bring money up. And you know, Joe don't like that.
Yeah.
Joe does not
So,
like money talk.
Joe does
no?
not like money talk.
He's an artist.
Especially when you try to make it seem like he's broke. He can't send shots at Gilly because I'll be in poor taste right now. But yeah, I hope Antoine.
It's Antoine
I
Marvin.
like
so
how
Ish,
you
yeah.
Google who Ish is and Joe Budden's picture pops up.
That is kind of crazy.
Mm.
What
Well,
did
he
you
was in the
Google?
cir-
What
he
did
was
you
in the-
actually Google?
Oh, I put from Joe Budden podcast. That's why.
Ish from Joe Budden podcast, real name. Okay.
Yeah. But it's Antoine
Is he
Marvin.
fucking is he fucking Melissa Ford? Is
That's like the game that they play.
That's
Who,
the game-
Ish?
Yeah.
They try. They don't. He doesn't play that game, but they try to feed them into it like the rest of the cast.
Got you. Okay.
So
I
they're
could-
trying to set them up for sex?
Yeah, the
I
rest
don't know,
of
I
the cast
couldn't
like play.
tell.
Yeah, the rest of the cast they play like they flirty and like anything that Ish does, like she be on, like she be
Got
staring
you.
at him,
Okay.
she be on him and shit.
I just seen 1,000,001 clips, and I
Yeah.
don't watch every episode of Joe Budden, but I just seen so many clips where it's like, I was starting to assume that they are. I thought they
mean,
were fucking for a while.
There's like so much of an undertone now that it's like it could fucking be like you know what I'm saying, like
it's so.
which is fucked up that they doing that to him because the nigga really does have like a lady at home and shit. And they
Yeah,
doing
I was about to say if he has a whole
Yeah.
relationship, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Because I
That's
fully
foul.
thought they
Yeah.
were fucking. Like,
shit landed on his forehead, nigga.
this is a wild episode.
Yeah,
man.
this is a fucking natural disaster, nigga. Feel like we recording
Holy
this shit in a
shit.
state park.
But
There's dog shit everywhere, it's crickets.
Everything you need for an ecosystem. Huh?
right, for real though.
Fully flourish.
It's crazy, man. Man, we're in the trenches still. We trying to get out.
Hey man.
So
Essentially.
we'll start off with rest in peace to Gilly the Kid's son, Cheese.
Yeah.
I can't remember what comes before Cheese, but long story short, rest in peace. His son passed away. It was a shooting in Philadelphia somewhere, and he was the only one that actually passed away. But actually, 2 other people were hit. 3 people were hit total, but he was the only one that passed away. What's the beginning of his name? Cheese.
YNG Cheese. YNG Cheese.
YNG Cheese. So rest in peace and condolences to Gilly the Kid, Wallow, and their entire family. One person who did not seem to want to care or wait. We have to talk about whether this is good or bad or not. Also, this nigga's been missing. HASSAN Campbell popped back up, y'all.
Oh, really?
HASSAN Campbell came out of nowhere. He hasn't been around for a while. He
hasn't recorded in a while, or he just hasn't made an impact in a while.
He hasn't really recorded in a while. He kind of just like really kind of went away. He was going crazy for like a year straight, and then he just kind of faded off. You know what I mean? And then he pops back up the same night, if not the next night, that we hear that we lose Gilly's son, and He is just. I guess we'll just watch it.
Well, it works now.
Wait, the internet found a picture of Hassan Campbell's son after he blamed Gilly the Kid for his son's death.
Which is very important. That's an important context. So he was on live or whatever.
Yeah, that part I don't get because the next picture is a girl.
Okay.
The next picture is a girl, which I don't know if they're trying to say that his son is transgender, but I don't think that's it. I don't know. That was weird.
That
I just put that in there to see. I don't know. It's weird.
That's his son.
Is that his son?
Yeah, son.
Whose son?
That looks like a woman.
Why would they call that
Campbell's
woman
son?
a son?
That's his son.
That's Hassan Campbell's son?
That's his son.
Go back. Let's read it again.
Wait, you say that like you know to
The
be certain.
internet found a picture. No, he's just bullshitting.
Okay.
The internet found a picture of Hassan Campbell's son after he blamed Gilly the Kid for his son's death.
That's literally what it said. Now go.
Yeah, and then the next picture is a woman.
That's his son.
Fuchsia's TV is ran by niggas, so you know niggas make mistakes sometimes.
I don't know what's going on.
They're a little inconsistent.
Yeah, they
but
are.
shout out to Fuchsia's.
This
but
is probably.
But let's go to the next one.
Whoa, no, go up in the comments. Transformers in the comments. That means
Optimus Prime.
she's an Autobot.
Yeah, or a Decepticon. We're not gonna, put that on her.
We'll go to the next slide because that's the most important part.
Okay.
Whoa. Go back.
It's gonna do that thing.
You skip two.
Oh, okay, but it still has to be remedied.
Oh, okay.
Let me.
Damn. Niggas putting Transformers, all different types of Autobots. Bumblebee, nigga.
Right there.
Yeah, I'm still getting.
Hassan Campbell blames Gilly for the
Yeah.
passing of his son. How you get $100 million? That's something I thought about too. But the thing is that, I don't think there's, especially when you were a certain individual and a certain style of life.
Here we go.
There's not
for Gilly and Wallow, right? How you get $100 million and your kid is still in the hood? Heal up, wheel up, bring it back, come rewind. Hold up. How do you get $100 million check? Why is your kid still in the hood? You explain to me how Wallow and Gilly got $100 million worth of gain. For everybody else's kid, you can see the downfall of Young Thug, but you couldn't see your son in the street getting his snot box rocked with all that jewelry on. Like he was in a moving target. I don't even understand this. But I really, really do. I just got...
So the crazy thing is, this is like within 24 to 48 hours of the news even breaking.
So that means he has no context unless he knows the niggas involved.
Yeah, he has no context. No, I don't think anybody, we don't know if this was a safe hangout, a family visit. I stopped at grandma's. I don't think anybody has any of that information.
Aspect killing.
Yeah, so it's a little...
Just learned about that term.
It's a little crazy that, I don't know, that seems pretty insensitive, man.
This just
even
seems
though I
like
know
he was
that's...
waiting for a chink in the armor to really get...
But, this is, his whole brand, though. Hassan's whole brand is, calling out the hypocrisy of the streets, pretty much.
In a righteous manner most of the time. It's like he's trying to look at it from the positive mindset, like you young niggas is nigging.
Yeah,
and that's not healthy for nobody.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, but
you don't think this is kind of positive in a way?
Is this victim blaming?
It's this righteous. Yeah, just a little bit. It's righteous though, because it's like, nigga, how you got $100 million or 45? Let's just whatever.
Yeah, because
45 million. You know what I mean? And your son is still in the hood.
And this is the most important thing.
In a Philly hood.
And this is another thing too that we got to remember. He's saying that like Gilly's son was 15 or 16 or 17. Gilly's son was like 24, 23. This is a grown ass man.
True.
You know what I mean?
It's a grown ass man, but especially given the dynamic, like his son's a rapper. This nigga interviews rappers. He's at the top of hip hop media.
Right.
You would kind of think that there is a little bit more of I'm trying to put my nigga on. So I'm not having him in dangerous environments.
But this is the thing too. He's also 23.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure he has if Gilly has $100 million and his son has his own money, I feel like going to Miami tomorrow. I feel like going to visit my cousin in the hood tomorrow. Or the day after that. It's like this is regular. It's still just a grown man that can move and travel.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I thought you were saying in terms of like Gilly he shouldn't be giving his son money because he's 23.
Right. No.
I thought that's what you were saying.
No.
just saying
I'm pretty much
this is a
saying.
nigga. In fact, a
Just
hood
a
nigga
regular
with
person.
money, the best place for him to be is the hood.
Yeah.
That's where all his friends are. That's where he's gonna stunt the hardest.
Right, but yeah, but I just didn't.
From a
I
young nigga
don't. I
mindset.
just don't like how
Okay.
like Hassan is pretty much framing it like, how do you have $100 million and your son's in the hood? Now it'd be different if I had $100 million and all my kids were in elementary, middle, and high
they're in
school
the
still,
hood, yeah.
and we still had a house in the hood.
Right.
It's like none of us live in the hood anymore.
Right.
But
right,
all
right,
of our
right.
family still lives in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't make it seem like just because I'm at this financial level that I literally dropping my kids off to my mom's house, their grandma's house for daycare in the middle of the hood every day. You know
Also,
what I mean?
as a father, it's
I got a
like-
grown man operating
Yeah.
around the world by
it-
himself right now.
As a father, you let your son become a grown man, and you also like guide him, and you try to tell him where to
Right.
go, what to do. You know, you advise him against certain things, but you let him be a man at the same time. I can't try to hold your hand when you're 25, 23, 24, whatever it is. You know.
Yeah.
And it might have been, a little bit of semantics. Like, it's just, why is your son in the hood with jewelry on? And why is he in Philly of all hoods? Like, of all
his hood.
places to be in a hood.
That's the only hood I would expect.
This is kind of like seeing a therapist lose their cool. Like, because you're supposed to be the woosah, you're supposed to be the person that's above that type of shit. But you're human at the end of the day. And we wait for humans to fail religiously.
Yeah. That's true.
Like,
for
this
sure.
is low hanging fruit. It's easy to be like, you got
It
$1 million
is.
worth of game.
That's
your son got a-
the
It
biggest
is
thing I
victim
didn't
blaming.
like. It's
Yeah.
just like, bro, nobody should have to bury their child, bro.
No.
And within 24 to 48 hours of.
And there's a way to do everything. Like,
It's a
if-
terrible thing to try to
Yeah.
capitalize on, especially if you've been sitting out for a minute. Like, you
Yeah,
don't
especially
come
if you
out
ain't been
like
dropping
that.
content. Like, we ain't even seen your ass in a couple months, my nigga. Like,
this what got you out from the dungeon, nigga?
yeah, this what woke you up to jump on YouTube Live. Somebody losing their son. That's
Yeah.
kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Now, how do y'all feel about the correlation between, because we still haven't addressed the fact that Hassan Campbell's son has titties.
Well, is that?
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the case.
That's just so weird.
They
Yeah,
roped this in together. Like, yo, they
They
found a
did.
picture of his, like, you going at his son, but this is your son type of thing.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, just type in, I guess,
It's like-
it's Hassan Campbell's son.
that's fucked up. Like, yeah,
That's
his son is
transgender.
dead, but your son
Your
is.
son has a fat ass
Transgender.
now.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's fucked up all over.
That is kind of weird. They damn sure didn't care to explain it on that Fuchsia's TV or whatever.
Yeah,
that
nah,
was.
you just gave you. That's real journalism. Give the facts and let niggas come to their own conclusion.
Yeah, just
don't
let,
even understand don't even explain what's going on.
let niggas speculate.
How did they even know that's his daughter?
That's what I'm
his
saying.
son?
That looks like a regular ass bitch that I seen like on IG. Like,
I think they said something about it being like a baby mom or something. I don't know. I saw that in the comments.
You
too, but I
don't just put son in the title. Like this.
There was too many transformer emoji responses.
Bro.
That was like, nigga, yeah, nah, she's an Autobot, nigga.
Nigga, Optimus, like who just comments an Optimus gif? nigga, obviously.
it's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's still whoa.
That window shield turned into titties.
You see, Lauren, you see down where 50 Cent is?
Right
What's
here.
that picture right there? Did you click it?
Hassan Campbell's son doing some modeling.
What?
Wow.
That is the same person.
That's
huh?
the same person. Yep. And it looks more like a man right there.
It does, yeah.
He looks like
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
It's a video.
Yeah.
Oh.
Before breast augmentation,
Question and answer with
Before breast augmentation.
Hassan Campbell's son.
Is this his son?
Oh wow.
My heart goes out to Hassan and his entire world.
What did it say? What's that say? Okay, what's it say?
My heart goes out to his son in this entire world.
And his entire world.
In his entire world.
So just understand America.
So just understand America. I don't get. Play that video of his son talking.
All right.
Hi guys, so it's Aubrey. Welcome to my channel, Aubrey's Life. I just wanted to start it out with like a quick Q&A to let everyone who's new to my channel know who Aubrey is. What does Aubrey have going on for herself? And yeah, I wanted people to ask me questions so I can answer them just to fill you in and let y'all get a little insight of who I am. So I'm gonna just start off and say I'm Aubrey. Nice to meet everybody. I'm like a real energetic.
My ex had like a trans like friend or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like they was close as shit. I used to say, I used to be me or whatever. You
Yeah.
say some like little jokes. It's like, yeah, like just little shit.
Yeah.
And
he was an asshole.
Yeah. Exactly. I forgot the nigga name, but let's say nah, that's the cousin.
That was the first. Oh yeah,
But-
because when you said friend, it threw me off. I was like, maybe he's trying to protect that nigga.
But like when it comes to like their name and their transformation,
Yeah.
like you see how he said, "My name is I'm Aubrey."
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like, nigga, they take that shit very serious.
Right,
Like,
yeah,
nigga,
yeah, yeah.
like whoever they was before
Is dead.
is
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
dead.
it's dead.
Non-existent. Nigga.
Even their friends think like that.
That is interesting.
Bitches get mad for
I mean, is that something that could even be brought up? I mean, Hassan Fanball still speaks facts about like getting out the hood. Does him having a transgender
How-
son even matter, or is it just?
it depends on how homophobic he is. Like, if
Yeah,
he's,
that's true.
If he's
Yeah.
level 10 homophobic, like,
Well,
oh,
no,
man.
I don't think he is because Hassan's story was so big because he admitted that Africa Bambaataa did play with his butt.
That doesn't mean that he's not homophobic. That might make him more homophobic.
That's true.
Well, yeah, that might actually like this son might be disowned for all we know.
True.
Like they might not even be speaking right now. It's kind of crazy though. Like he
Yeah.
got touched, and
Wow.
his son.
Is transgender.
Yeah, I don't think there's a correlation to that, but it is.
You don't think so?
Oh, sure, Mr. Scientist.
You're
Nah,
right.
Tony.
There's no
says-
direct correlation.
Mister, you're born this way.
I ain't say all that.
You don't think so?
But I don't see the direct correlation. If anything, I would assume that Hassan might be trans because he got diddled. So you saying that since
Maybe the
Hassan got
homophobia
diddled,
was so crazy that it drove his son to transition.
The mind is a crazy.
Or maybe he
place.
was in jail for a long time. Who fucking knows? You know what? Let's not try to solve
Yeah, it's just
transgender.
not gonna work out.
That ain't gonna work
Not
out.
work
We
out in
finna
nobody's
get,
favor.
Get canceled on episode 17 and shit.
we gonna hurt somebody's feelings.
Nigga still ain't got real central AC in here yet
Yeah,
before we
nah.
get canceled. You know what I'm saying? Like,
We can't even take the heat.
right,
We don't have
right,
it.
right.
Dog. Yeah, but nah, I don't think that there's a correlation with that.
And and it's really not a diss. A nigga saying your son is gay. Like,
It's not.
They're not even saying his son is gay.
They're saying he's
They're
a
saying his son
transformer.
is a Autobot.
Yeah.
Really a Decepticon.
That does hit different.
Well, first
I
of
knew he was
all,
about to go there.
no, nigga.
Why did I know he was about to go there, bro? I swear to God, I knew he was about to go there, bro.
Would you rather your son be gay or Autobot?
What kind of gay?
Bottom. Yep.
But
Like
masculine, but masculine
a
bottom.
manly
You wouldn't know. Yeah, manly bottom.
Because
Like,
I
you
don't
would-
know.
you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't
I
know.
would never
bottom.
ask like you pitching or you throwing.
I'm asking.
But
about
I would
something
gauge
about
it
gay.
just based off of like kind of collared shirts he wears.
Yeah, but a manly bottom, like where you wouldn't know.
Where you wouldn't know.
Well, then yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, for sure.
I mean,
The whole being like that's a whole lot more dysmorphia going on.
There's a
Like
lot.
I can understand you wanting to fuck a dude, like I
You
guess. Yeah, I can understand somebody being attracted to a man because women are attracted to men, but I can't understand not feeling you in the correct body.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you mean to tell me that like that's like the same level of calculus? Is that what we're saying?
Would you ask
Don't look at me, nigga. I was just listening.
Were you scared to get your opinion?
I was just listening, nigga.
What is more understandable? Like, what do you think? Like, I feel like being a trans person is a way more complicated issue.
Oh, that's way more
You
complicated.
feel like
For sure,
that's
for
my
sure,
point.
for
You
sure.
feel like you in a different body.
For
like,
sure,
what the
for sure,
fuck?
for sure. Yeah, that's a whole
Yeah.
nother battle you're fighting.
Yeah, but liking
yeah.
a dude, that's like that. Like,
That's a much lighter battle to
I
fight.
can understand what you're saying. I can't understand what you're saying when you say you feel like a woman. What does a woman feel like?
I don't know. Can you understand what he's saying?
I think I don't know. I think he might have saved that. I
He
think,
did. He
I
saved it. He
think
saved
he
it.
might have said that.
It was clean.
I think
It was
he might
clean.
have
It was
said that.
clean.
There's nothing to
Maybe.
He picked it up. He picked it up.
He stayed strong in his
I
his
could have
thought.
made it gay, but
it was a
I'm
bungee
He
jump. It
flushed
wasn't
it
a
out.
free
He
fall.
flushed it out. He flushed
Y'all
it out.
niggas just insecure about something.
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm
That's
just
what it
not-
sounds like.
I'm just not losing a good pause moment. I'm jumping
That's
on
gay.
them. Yeah.
That's even gay.
Yeah, I'm jumping on them shits.
Even gay. He jumps on pause moments.
All right. I mean, I think that's it though. That's all I have for this episode. I think.
Can't be it. We gotta ask the cicada. Still might be alive.
Oh yeah, this is just some random shit. Well, I don't have nothing else with the podcast. I put in here that Kevin Hart, I was just pocket watching Kevin Hart. This nigga's really getting a lot of money.
Yeah.
This nigga's starting to sell scrubs.
He's doing fabletics.
Oh yeah, I was about to say
I was like, what the hell? Like this nigga is getting money.
He's been getting money.
He was already doing
has, but it's
Fabletics,
just
but now
like
the scrubs
I get
are
what you
big.
mean.
You
though.
know
This
what I
is-
mean, though? Yeah.
Like this is side quest money right here.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah,
Because I'm just thinking about all the because it's more than just nurses and medical people that wear scrubs. It's like lash technicians got
Yep.
you know so many
Estheticians,
people.
everybody.
Happy
Estheticians,
endings.
Yep.
masseuses,
yeah.
massage. I'm like,
Yeah.
nigga, everybody damn near like it's just so many fields that wear scrubs.
Yep.
You got fucking buy one get one free deals. I'm over here. I'm like, this nigga is getting money. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's like he'll like sit down he'll do a special within the next like 3 years. He'll position a business, build it up a little bit, do a special, promote the business on the special, continue moving.
It's
like this shit
beautiful.
is
It's a
crazy, bro.
beautiful
It's like
repetition. It's comedy,
yeah.
commerce, comedy,
yeah.
commerce.
It's
The
ill.
comedy is
It's
marketing
ill.
for the commerce.
Yeah,
and then
it's
we even gotta like, but then when I saw him selling scrubs, I was like, why am I acting like he wasn't on a host on Shark Tank?
Yeah,
like there's already a threshold to be giving out deals on Shark Tank. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been on Shark Tank for the last couple seasons.
As one of the sharks, right?
As one of the sharks.
He was a shark.
So I'm like, damn, like I don't know why I saw him on there. It just didn't click though. You know what I'm
This is
saying?
literally what he does because he's a comedian.
It goes to show you.
So it's like you forget. Well, sorry, go ahead.
Nah, it goes to show you how fucking powerful marketing is. Whatever. How it's just all-
Who's the richest comedian of all time?
Probably him. Bro.
It's got to be him now,
Seinfeld.
right?
Now him.
Ooh, Seinfeld. That's good.
Seinfeld never had scrubs though, Justin.
That's
Seinfeld
what-
never did audio books.
Kevin
with
Hart.
Simon Schuster.
Kevin Hart has never had a show where people tune in to watch him consistently.
Yeah, but you gotta
what
also.
does Seinfeld say? Goddamn, 900.
And you gotta understand. You gotta understand. This is all straight
fuck
comedy.
Yeah, that's true.
This is straight
Well,
comedy.
what the hell is Kevin Hart's net worth? God damn, Seinfeld is up there like that.
Yeah, Seinfeld.
And we know that's normally low.
Yeah,
Seinfeld, man, don't play with Seinfeld.
he gets up there too though. Just
Is
not as close, but yeah.
450
million.
So they're saying he's at least 500 million behind Seinfeld.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
How long was Seinfeld on TV?
For a long time.
Right now.
Like, was it like
Currently.
10?
It's
Yeah,
still
but
running.
like when it was
I wanna
first,
say
was it like
like-
on some 10-year shit?
Nah,
10, 13
I think
years?
it was longer. I don't know.
Bro,
Bro,
actual run consecutively, I'm not sure.
It was 9
seasons,
seasons,
says?
89 to 98. So yeah,
Just about 10
just about
years.
10 years.
And you gotta imagine how much those reruns cost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The licensing and the residual checks and
Should
stuff.
be on Netflix.
Yeah.
And then the stand up
Hulu
and then the
deals.
stand up tours
The
too.
stand up tours.
Because he's only doing arenas. What's Joe Rogan's net worth?
It's up there, crazy too. I'm sure.
It's the pocket watching segment right now.
Damn sure ain't no Seinfeld.
This might be a hot
120
take.
million. Damn.
That's way off.
This might be a hot take.
I don't know if
kinda,
that's
but
way off.
How do y'all feel about Joe Rogan's comedic ability?
It's not like that.
I've only seen him do a stand up a couple times, honestly. Like I don't even see like TikToks of him, so I don't know. I know Joe Fear Factor podcast.
Yeah,
Those are the two
people
Joes
love
that
his,
I know.
They love his stand up though.
You was
His stand-up.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Joe was talentless because that would just be completely disrespectful.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen a less funnier comedian get further than Joe has.
Joe
His podcast is so good though.
Yeah.
Joe, he kind of has
But even
like
let me go ahead.
it's just the markability. That's all this shit is. Like
And
he's,
it's the podcast. He got the biggest podcast literally in the world. So it's
nah, but even before like he was Joe Rogan in the podcast game,
Yeah.
he's always been like into comedy, even
True.
though he wasn't the funniest.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
even the
He's
10th
always had
He's always
That's
been that
true.
like a very successful comedian that wasn't like necessarily the funniest
Die hard
person.
funny.
Yeah,
That's true.
Like
But you know
he's
what was
pushing
funny?
it real far for what he
You know-
actually gives.
You know what's funny is that I saw a compilation of him, or it was like a compilation video of him arguing with another comedian about stool humping humor.
Yeah,
And
he was
he was
taking
def-
a highbrow approach.
No, he was
Oh,
defending,
defending
it.
it.
He was
Oh,
defending
oh,
it.
yeah.
But everybody, like all the other comedians, like Bill Burr,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was some other guy that I didn't know.
Legends.
But they,
Let's
it was
cut
other,
from a different
other
cloth.
legends. They were like, bro, fuck out of here. They were like,
Yeah.
as soon as you hump a stool, you fucking lost.
You lost, nigga.
And he was like going to war for it. But then this compilation is also being cut with him doing jokes of him humping and fucking stools. So it's like,
religiously.
Yeah, so it's like,
well, comedians love him too, though, and I don't think it's just because of the money.
No, the comedians love him because they have to.
I don't think so.
You think they might just like him because of who he is?
Yeah,
they like the person.
They like have had like apparently they've had like funny conversations with him behind the scenes.
Joe
like, you know what I'm
Rogan
saying?
is the Don.
That's true.
He's the Don in terms of comedians,
you gotta
and
kiss the ring-
especially in
kiss
the
the ring
white
type shit.
space. You got to kiss the ring. You have to.
It's literally the Rogan sphere.
Yeah.
Like when who was it that went on there and joked that like he could get canceled, and if he goes on Joe Rogan, it's gonna be all right. You know what I'm talking about?
That's Shane Gillis.
Shane Gillis.
And Joe got emotional about like, dude, why would you even say that? That's what you think of me?
Because but it's true for a reason.
But he does have a
you
good
can uncancel
podcast.
yourself, yeah.
He has a great podcast.
It's a great podcast. But as far as comedy goes,
like
he's
stand up comedy.
There's other comedians with podcasts who
He's
are way
probably
funnier.
mid. He's probably
Yeah.
objectively mid.
No, he is. He
You
is.
know what I'm saying?
I've seen his
In
stand up.
comedy,
white guy average.
I've seen his
Comedy,
stand up.
yeah.
It's mid. It's mid. He has a couple
I've never
like
seen
funny
his
jokes
stand-up.
here and there.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that this week. I've literally never seen a Joe Rogan
Yeah.
stand up ever. I don't even think I've seen like a little 3-4 minute bit.
Oh, I
on
saw
YouTube
one. He
before.
got on Netflix. I think he might still have like 2 up there.
I
saw one.
I
of
feel
them
like
on
there's a
Netflix.
reason for that though.
Yeah, I just never. But I've seen
There's
like
definitely a reason for that.
I've seen 1 million of his podcasts. Though.
but you know, like what's a bit from Cat Williams stand up? Like,
Oh, yeah, I could
like
name-
you could name.
I can name one off immediately. Yeah, that's true.
13,000.
Or a
Cat
Dave
Williams got
Chappelle
me
bit.
started in
Yeah,
watching
I don't
stand-up.
even. I've never even heard somebody say a Joe Rogan bit.
Or the Chris Tucker, like Michael Jackson Tito little bit. Like it's certain things with certain comedians, you know their jokes.
But when I hear about his shows, it'd be like
Yeah.
star-studded cast on his shows. It'd be like him and Dave Chappelle and somebody else and
Which is
somebody
why
else.
I'm saying nobody has gotten further in comedy being less funny than he has.
But it's like people like Dave Chappelle
Not
don't
to say
have
that I
like
hate
people
that
who
nigga
aren't
either.
funny on their like they don't do the same shows with people who aren't funny for real.
Say that again.
Like people like Dave Chappelle, they don't
wouldn't
like
even do
really
the show.
they don't really do shows with you if you're not funny or something.
No,
it's-
they don't do shows with you unless you're successful.
Unless you can sell tickets.
Yes, that's what it's about.
True. Yeah.
'Cause I think
they
niggas
can
talk-
give a
Because it's like
fuck
I'm
if you
gonna
make them
kill
giggle.
my set no matter what.
Because who's the Mexican dude that they were
Fluffy.
kind of killing? Fluffy,
George
the-
Lopez.
George Lopez. They kind of
Yeah.
they kind of be talking shit about George
he be stealing
Lopez,
jokes.
but I bet they'll jump on store with him because he'll sell out an arena. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
for sure.
Like, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Oh, he was stealing jokes.
I think that's
why they
what it was.
doing
I think that's what it was.
I thought they were just going at him because they didn't think he was funny.
And he
Are you
was
talking
beefing with him.
about George Lopez or Carlos Mencia?
George Lopez. George
And,
Lopez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
George Lopez was also hating on that one up and coming Mexican comic.
The one that's from like the cartel.
The cartel story guy.
The one-
Cartel
yeah.
story guy. Yeah.
I forgot.
Like he's got like a kind of monotone approach.
Super
a little bit.
monotone. Yes.
He looks
yes.
like a.
Oh yeah, Mencia
An
was the
animal.
one. My fault.
He was on.
Yeah, Carlos Mencia. I was about to say
Mencia was the one.
Carlos
Yeah,
Mencia
yeah.
was the one that got accused of stealing
Apologies,
jokes.
George, and
Oh,
all the
okay,
people
okay.
who fucks with George. My fault.
Because that is a heavy accusation to put on a comedian.
Yeah, that's
you
why
can't
I
just
had
say
to,
that
I had to
he
look it
steals
up to
some
be
shit,
sure
yeah.
because I don't want to.
That dude that you're talking about, the monotone dude, he was on Flagrant. He got an episode on
Yep.
Flagrant.
Ralph something.
Ralph something. Yeah, I don't know what his Rodriguez.
And he was talking
Rivera.
about how
That's racist. But why just be right?
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez Rivera.
But nah, it's crazy, man. It's always gonna be like little disputes in the comedy game.
Yeah.
But as far as like Joe goes, he
mid.
Joe is the pharaoh of that.
Yeah.
Nigga, you can't like he's King
But
Tut. You can't fuck with him.
Top tier mid.
But it's a Spotify deal behind him, so nigga, it's like,
Yeah.
hey, let him have it.
It's a Spotify deal in the attention of the world in the palm of his hands.
Yeah,
he
even
does
before the
millions.
Spotify deal.
I wonder what's the last thing Joe Rogan did that didn't get at least 1 million views.
Oh, speaking of that, this is random, but you know what? Sorry, never mind. It's too late. It's too late. Never mind. Sorry.
You said, fuck that shit.
Go ahead.
What, you don't want to talk about it?
It's so off topic now.
We'll be
It was
circling
when-
back to something.
Yeah, we were circling back to Joe when Adam was like, "Where does Joe get money from?" I remember doesn't Joe Budden get like 20 million listeners a month? Isn't it something crazy?
He gets a
like
lot
that?
of crazy. He gets a lot of crazy.
What he
listens.
doesn't have in like other things, he has in listeners.
Yeah, he has like
his listenership is crazy.
Yeah, it's like 10, 15 million or
Yeah.
something crazy
Yeah, but
a month.
And now his ant bag he's got an ant bag too.
2 million a week, I think.
But so he's getting 20 million
No, I think
viewers a
Joe.
month?
I think Joe Budden gets 20. I think he gets around 10 million audio plays
How does that translate into direct dollars?
on his RSS feed. A lot, I think.
A lot for us. Now for five
But I don't
niggas in
know.
a fucking camera crew. I don't know.
I don't know. That's a lot of money, but he also doesn't have any ads on his audio either. So
No ads, but he has a Patreon.
Yeah.
So it's like
a lot of these niggas make a lot of money on, but he's
So
he's running a subscription based business though. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's getting subs
Yeah,
because I was
that's
about
what
to say,
he's
how does that translate into dollars?
Yeah, that's what he's running. This was in
Speaking of that, we're
2021.
gonna be
though.
launching our Patreon very soon.
Yeah. This was 2021 though, but it said the show received over 2 million plays per week.
Yeah.
So
About
it's-
10 million a month.
Shit,
Damn near.
2021 was his year.
I know Adam's RSS feed ain't hitting on that level.
Yeah.
I know it's not. And this is one show.
Yeah, that's
You
one.
know,
That's
they're
one.
doing fucking 100
Yeah.
pieces of content for 20 million views a month.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hey, it's gonna be, you know, positives and negatives to everything.
You know, there's ebbs and flows in every aspect of life. Nigga.
You know what I mean? You're gonna be up, you're gonna be down.
Is that a Danny video right there at the
You
top?
might have somebody with a bigger dick than your girl.
Oh.
You might have a senile dog taking shit in front of you.
Might have
Possibly
wildlife.
fucking up your shoes.
Yeah, a couple of mosquitoes and dragonflies calling up your screens and shit.
Landing on your forehead.
Screaming on the mic.
Bunch of wild animals. But you know, it's been lovely as always. You know what I'm saying? If you enjoyed it, white people, because we know this is for y'all.
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe, you know, do all those things I know you already did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, white people are responsible like that.
Yeah.
They'll hit that bell before they even turn the video on.
We sound like the Hodge twins.
Right. Yeah.
Shout out to good old boys.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, right.
But like, share, subscribe, all that shit. J Nobles.
Tone Groove.
AJ the Menace. And we'll see y'all next week.
Oh, yeah, with Lauren behind the boom.
Yeah. And we are.
We out.